Are we live? Yo!
We're live!
Let's go! Can you believe it, TAWS? Orange. You know what this means. Off start. Top 8.
Yes! Indeed.
That's crazy.
Yes.
How long does the ad last?
I don't know.
Well, I guess they did hear everything. Well, hello, TAWS.
Okay, so right now.
I've been coming in first. W. Luavo responds with no.
No.
Guess they already had the stream open
Hello
for that
from
one.
Lueva. Comment.
Comes.
Yes. Comes. Yeah, change them comments.
Do we have like 3 different ways
Uh,
to like edit comms?
Pick with you, but
There's like comms, casters, and commentator commands, right? Or is that not here?
I got no idea. Well, I mean, I'm pretty pro with comment editing myself, so understandable, Tony. Understandable.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so according to Tony, we're gonna be stuck for like 10 minutes chatting with y'all. So yeah, how's everyone in chat? How's everyone in chat doing? Hope you're all doing well. And as Leva said, there you go, Ivan. All the comments are edited now, so yes. A truly certified oh yes moment indeed.
Let's go.
I'm
We
doing
love oh
good,
yes.
I'm just chilling here while chatting with y'all. Wait. Wait a sec. Wait. Wait, I forgot I don't have enough for a one commentator nor Saga Finals redeem, so yeah, never mind. If I just done a 1v1 between me and you, Star, but not enough
Ooh.
points. Barely halfway there.
Ooh.
And yo, it's the Kado again.
Let's go. Villain arc real.
Okay. So yeah. What kind of a match should we go for? Let's or
That was frame 1
let's make a bot
response.
for wide, please.
Hmm.
Let's just go for. Wait. Actually doing it. Well, it's Lowy versus Stars, so
I am so not ready for this.
It's a pretty 46er. But since that's what it get. Since that's
This is
what.
gonna go so well. I can't wait.
Yeah. Good luck and fun, Star. Let's see who's
too.
gonna be the winner.
Oh gosh.
The winner of
forward
this.
wide.
Abort!
Thank gosh. Thank gosh.
Thanks for aborting the
been
4
saved.
wide. 4 wide. I forgot sound, wait. Oh no, Scuff!
Sound is
Oh god,
done.
Lueva, you're truly evil. Make it 5 wide.
Trolling.
That's
And we've already had a slogan moment. We didn't even go 10 minutes.
So-
Let's go.
yes. And let's repeat the slogan once for us, Lueva. Just 7. Here. Remember, guys, this is not TAWS if it's not scuffed. The goal for years has now commenced. Let's do our match. Oh no! Right off the bat, I missed, Joe. Right
Wow,
off the
that's a
bat, I
PC
missed drop,
pick.
and there goes a point.
Oh no.
Oh yes!
CK looking strong. CK Pro. Oh my god, it's first to 5.
Fahrenheit Pro 2.
Ooh, Tetrio Classic at work.
The classic Teto moment. But still a win for you regardless, cause I got the good RNG.
W.
Okay, another PC start. 10-second PC.
How are you this fast?
Yeah, had no chance there.
Ooh, how the turntables.
This is truly the match of all time.
Truly. Yep, that's a combo right there. Wait, how long do you go for an odd drop?
Damn. I never actually go that fast for like 2 minutes in an actual match. So, yeah. Ooh, per PC. I take it. And a 3-second PC.
PCs are gone. Oh no, you're fine. Oh gosh.
That's how 4 wide rooms be like, so yeah. That hope you all enjoyed us playing 4 wide room in TAWS.
I ever see the light of day? Find out right now. The answer is no.
The 501 attack versus score, damn. No! I thought easily I can misdrop even when it's 4 wide.
I wonder if we see the TAWS breaker in the calm 1v1.
No! Misdrop PC.
We can talk about this. Wait, we can talk about this. Oh gosh. Ah!
GG, well played. That was quite a 4 wide match.
Superior 4 wide gamer. Oh my gosh, the line differential.
Wait, we got our first match.
First match.
Oh, we already have 2 matches set. Oh, the match is set up. Sorry.
Indeed.
We have Sayanium versus Yodai. We have Just X versus Flat Plate. We have Spherical versus Pink Lobster, and all versus. I can't really read those symbols yet. Okay. But which match is gonna be first? Alright. Okay, Sayanium versus Yoda is gonna be our first match. I actually don't know Yoda. How to check that. But yeah, totally make sure to change back to 10 what board wins. God, we have no gimmick this time around. It was just a meme match. Wait a second.
Stat screen! Look at those stats. Peak stats.
Yes. As you can see, Yoda is like 1.2k TR higher than Sayanium. Yeah. With stats. For comparison, I pick Yoda has a bit more of an upper edge in there too, but then again, do not count Sayanium out because Sayanium is very pro. And wait a second.
Both players are very
Yoda is so damn close to your rank.
Oh my gosh. Wait, actually.
Pinnacle offices! The
Oh,
Pinnacle
no.
offices, I know that because I was there several times already. Due to some RNG 18.
That is wild.
Damn.
Cutting it real close here.
But yeah. That sure seems to be an interesting match.
Another interesting thing to notice is that the APM is literally like tenths of an APM difference.
Really, the APM difference. It's more or less equal. But statistically, Sayanium has the upper edge on that according to stats. But then again, that's if we're gonna be warming up. Wait.
Warm up time.
Wait a second. This wide.
Oh no! Okay, we're warming up in 4 wide. Let's go. If for those of you who don't know, this is a 100% gimmicks tournament.
Ben already
Here's the
started to get
gimmick.
pieces over on this board. While Yoda.
Cynium does still have PC parity.
Still
They're looking for another one. Yoda is just trying to get down.
And the fact that they have
Very
to
high on the board. And they are going to start up a combo now. Finding the multiplier spike, 31. Cynium is very cheesed up right now by the true nature of 4 wide.
But Sayanium gets a very nice down stack from that 4 wide.
Very nice down stack. Finding some combo
Yeah, they get
down stack as well.
well,
And
Cynium
Cynium
for a
takes
little
the
longer, but
4 wide warm
unfortunate-
up.
But yeah, Yoda tops out and Sayanium takes. It takes this forward warm up. Make sure to change back to 10.
Okay, are we going to
no,
actual warm up
Tony.
now, or was that legit the warm up?
That's the pure scuff.
Alright, good luck to both players.
Yeah.
The single greatest warm up of all time. Okay, don't forget to change the lobby pack.
Yes.
Alright, there's the setting changes. And we're going into our
Okay, now
actual
we're
set
starting
now.
with an actual match. So go to both sides. And the oh
Back
yes,
at 10
it's right
wide.
up to both. Alright. PCO from Yodai.
Cynium's doing some waiting macro tech.
It's
That
actually
being a good sport in waiting. Cynium
both
also
sides
able to
get
find
the
PC
PC.
in time.
Saying both sides after that not going for second PC though.
We see pass through on
So yeah,
the spins.
we're gonna be seeing some mid-game gaming right now.
Indeed. Yodai is a little bit of self-cheese right now, and Cynium's just going into a 9-0 stack. Very dangerous position. But Yodai opening their well. Very high in their board though, so it's gonna be a little
Yeah, but a
hard to
double
get down.
Tetris for a 9 stack sure sent him really up in that.
Cynium building some nice backs to back, and Yodai's doing a nice job at surviving this kind of pressure. Does end up being forced to waste I in order to clear the bowl.
Yeah.
And Cynium takes the first point.
Yeah. Alright, PCO versus PCO. Both sides turned it into PCO. The unsolved
And the
variation.
pass through. Gonna see some variation in stacking now. Cynium looking for an STSD, they do find it.
Yeah.
Yodai's doing some waiting tech here. Cynium's
Yeah.
finding an 8 spike combo.
Oh no,
Oh,
and
no.
this drop. But
TP
yeah,
misdrop for
nice
Cynium.
solve from.
They're doing a nice.
But
Oh no, the
misdrop from
TP's
Cynium.
misdrop from Yodai. They don't find the
Oh
pressure.
no!
And now Cynium is back on the
That's
offensive.
much more painful at this drop. Unfortunately, not
Oh,
also
the
this
soft
drop
drop
in Deo
factor really
because
goes against Yodai here,
it-
as they can't
it's
cut the
DS.
O. But they do find a nice combo down stack to cancel some of Cynium's pressure.
yeah. But
But Cynium's
yes,
board state.
Seb manages to top out Yoda once more, taking the second point. Play back at
Alright, we see
Okay.
our first TKI.
Yeah, TKI from Cyanium Num Num. And
Yeah,
taking
they
a
did get
Tetris
the
card
ball
afterward from Yodai.
And now
Going into
Cynium gets
the-
some
it's
quite the lucky
6-3.
queen. Gonna see some 6-3 versus 7-2 here. Yodai's gonna have to break in order to find their well.
7-2, not 7-3.
Oh, yep, 7-2. I love the 11 wide board. Anyway, that is a lot of clean on Yodai's spine.
Oh my,
Cyanium
Cyanium is
also
very
finds
high
it
up
as
right
their
now.
own.
But still ready to grid for those T-spins. It looks like Cyanium is now starting to be the back-to-back chain again. Are we looking at the center DTK at the mid-game DTK? No. No, we're not looking at one.
Very nice
But that
combo
nice
from
back-to-back
Yodai, but
chain.
It's not enough. Cynium's with the back-to-back is enough to take a third round.
Yeah, that back-to-back is gonna top out Yoda pretty quickly. Alright, TKI versus
Good job from
TKI.
both players. Yodai does find the next T-spin sooner.
Unfortunately, Cyanium
did
gets
have
denied a
RGPC.
50.
Yodai has already found their well, but Cyanium is managing to preserve back-to-back.
Yeah. When it comes to backs, Cyanium is really good at keeping them going on for
Indeed.
who knows how long.
And Yodai was doing some waiting tech there, ready to cancel the pressure from Cyanium, and Cyanium does end up breaking back-to-back here.
Yeah.
Yodai's gonna use this opportunity to build up the pressure, and oh my gosh, that's actually a very tall spire over the garbage hole. That's gonna be extremely difficult to downstack.
Oh
Yodai's trying to
no.
find some pressure. Ooh, very unlucky misdrop for Cyanium, and Yodai
Yeah.
does take the first round.
The IP Miss drop always comes when you don't want it. Yodai prevents getting swept by taking the first point right here. And started off the next
Ooh,
round
the
an
MKO.
MPO PC.
Yodai does get MKO PC. Cyanium gets denied their PC. And Cynium does find a 14 sway.
Yeah, finding the forward spike down stack to swap situation. Board states with Yodai, which actually worked pretty well because he aimed to the 4th point. And it looks like Sayanium is already onto the match point here. Pretty decent gaming from Sayanium and Yodai. I forgot how to not miss
the waiting tech from Yodai.
Like, do we all know how to not miss drop? No, I don't
You
think.
can just not.
That was a decent down stack from Yodai. Made it to top out Sayanium, taking a second point. Alright, PCO versus
PCO versus
MKO.
MKO. Cynium does find PC.
But then fast forward,
Building some defense afterwards. Really trying to turn out any kind of pressure. Yodai is being forced to waste I here. Next I is in queue, but pretty far.
Sayanium finds the T-spin. But too late.
Ooh, Yodai.
Unfortunately, Yodai is gonna misdrop that L piece. And Sayanium is gonna manage to send Yodai, the #1 seed, to losers bracket from here. GG, well played. Fast for gaming indeed, Sayanium. 1% skin, 0% luck, Kappa.
Indeed.
And there in the room chat, we can see the host of the stream, Tony. I mean, a clear bias for Sayanium.
Oh my gosh, Sketch Trade, let's go!
You! Welcome Raider from Sketch Purple stream. I hope you all enjoy this TAWS,
Indeed.
which starts at the top 8. So, yeah! We all have TAWS sketched. Alright, our next match is gonna be Jastex versus Plaid Paint. So, yeah! So look at their stats now.
And we do see a new stat screen.
Alright. So as we can see, Blood Paint clearly has a higher TR than Jastex. Who's like, I think this is around IS plus or something, or yeah, I don't know. I forgot how the for S plus for the S plus goes, but yeah, the TR really favors Plaid Paint, and also the other stats, not just the TR. But then again, do not count the underdog out because.
But of course.
Yeah. Underdogs can actually be much more deadly than you think.
Can never underestimate.
Yes. Alright. Let's okay, so we're gonna have a warm up, but first things first, where's Jastex? Or for the beverage. Yes. Wait, looks
I'm
like
waiting for our contenders to trickle into the lobby.
yeah.
What a banger song we have here playing. Funny thing is I can't hear it because I don't have audio on.
Yeah, same. I don't even know how to do the biggest voice to read Plaid Paint's message in chat. Hey Ferb, I know what we're going to do today. Yeah, and I said not how to do the biggest voice.
I know what we're gonna do today.
And Sayanium asking the question of all time. Where's Just X though? Because I know he's in chat. The
Hey,
TAWS
where's
lobby.
Perry?
He joined the TAWS lobby. Just X. It's in the Stream Matches channel. And it's the pinned message as well. So yeah. Alright. Just X. Here you are. Oh god. How the hell do I do Different Spirits voice? Well, I mean, we also already have the... We already have a warm-up match all set up, so yeah.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah, it's gotta go. Go, whoa.
Oh,
Alright. Other Cups. Other Cups number 2. Yes.
Pretty fast PCO burst from Just X.
Yeah.
He does do a bit of misdropping, but they recovering just fine.
Just X do be gaming pretty well here.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, Flat
Some
Fate
nice
apparently
bounce backs as well.
misdrops his spike, which is sad.
No! The spike misdrop.
Yeah.
And then the SP's misdropped afterwards, but Just X is still in a higher board state. As I say that, immediately finds a combo down stat.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we call Caster's Curse or Caster's Blessing. You say something, and then one side gets blessed by it, the other one gets cursed. Unfortunately, Just X. Okay, Just X manages to get a T-spin, but yeah. Now going back to a much more stable board state. Greeting for another T-spin here. Wow. Appears Just X really likes to grid. From what I can see right now. And yeah, that page is very high up. Oh no, and the tip is miss drop from Flat Paint. That's gonna do it for this warm-up match. Just X is gonna take it. And yeah, that's why I do not count out the underdog, lads.
Truly. Just further into the realm of
Alright, we're gonna
possibility for both
start
players.
now. Both to both sides, oh yes.
Oh yes.
Alright.
Ooh, Pink does end up misdropping their PCO.
Mr.
Does do need a
No
T-spin
Mr.
single out of it.
Variation.
Oh, 9 stacking from Just X.
Yeah. And lots of... Wait. And now from just a standard PC, no. That page board has turned into the MD Galore opener. Misdrop it,
That
the...
misdrop from the Z-piece on big
Misdrop
side.
it, the freaking Z-piece as well. So many
But they were
misdrops
ready with
first
some
time.
combo canceling.
But thankfully
Just X
for
is trying to keep back-to-back. Doesn't
yeah,
end
it
up
seemed to be
breaking it.
punished that much, because looks like Just X has a few holes of his own. And
Pink does find their
quite a JP
lean
Smith
on
drop
the
of
9-0.
his own too. A very messy board.
And with Just X,
Meanwhile,
beat up as they
Plat Paid
are,
managed to recover into a 9-0 stack.
now Pain's gonna bring up the back-to-back pressure. Just
Yeah.
X trying to get down through this cheese, and it's
That
not enough.
back-to-back pressure is gonna be just enough for Just X to top out. So Plat Paid is gonna take a first point here.
Ooh,
Right.
we see mirrored openers. One going for SDPC Classic and one going for SDPC Spin. C-Spin is gonna get fired off now.
But yeah, Plat Paid
Pink
survives it.
does end up finding their well at the cost of an eyepiece. Does end
survive.
up finding the next one in time. Ooh,
Okay.
very nice down second decision to open ball to cancel there by Flat Paint. And
Nice
Just X is
cancel.
gonna try and build a mid-game C-Spin. Ooh, no, doesn't have the wall in order to kick. Does decide to use eyepiece to build it though, but that's a very...
Unfortunately,
That's a
Just
dangerous
X
center
is kind of
spider.
stuck there. Lots of misdrops, but fixing them. Unfortunately,
Oh
getting
no, the
it's
SP's
very bad.
misdrop.
It's very
Paint does
dirty.
do a
SP's
TP's misdrop,
misdrop.
but it seems to be considerably less harmful for the board state. And
Yeah.
Jestex is doing a nice job at trying to get down. Trying their hardest to burst out. Does find the
Ready
well.
to catch the set south and counter spike just a little bit. Not
And Paint's
not
sending
much
quite
to
a
be
lot of
quite a
keys to
big counter.
Jestex. Not trying to let up any kind of pressure. Jestex within a line of survival.
But yeah, that back-to-back
And
pressure
no more
from Plaid
skims.
Pain just too much. And Plaid Pain is gonna take a second point right here. Yeah. Alright.
We're gonna see mirrored
SDPC.
openers again. We're gonna see some pass-throughs, so the
Versus
SPCC is gonna get
SDPC.
denied. But the misdrops from Justex is not gonna allow them to get their
Oh
C
no,
spin off.
no SDPC spin from Just X. But damn, there's also that one misdrop from Plaid Pain. And another misdrop, oh no.
Trying to recover the board state here, and Justex has a lot of clean, a lot of
It
pressure to send over to
It just
Paint.
let it happen.
Paint
It
within
just
a line of survival. Can't get that O piece over because the line blocks it. And Justex is now on
the
the
eyepiece
board.
misdrop always comes when you don't need it. We say that for a while now because yeah, it happens a lot. And there we
Let's
go.
see the mirrored openers once again.
Spin. Misdropping the PC from Plaid Paint. Oh no.
But that is a lot of clean. They're going to be using the counter spike here. Ooh, the line was one out of cycle, so very fortunate for Justex. They're not going to have to eat that multiplier spike. And Paint's going to go into some 9-0 here. And the clean's going to force them into some fossil fuel stacking eventually when they get to
Oh
it.
no, accidentally over-rotating the friggin' J piece and Plaid Paint. But Plaid Paint fixed it. Unfortunately, misdropping the
Justex does
yes
find
right
the
after.
TST. Paint's still trying to go down. TST gets fired off. Justex trying to find some more pressure, and Paint is out of
And-
comboable skims.
Yeah,
Justex takes the
unfortunately.
second point.
Yeah, so just X just to tie it up 2-2. Friggin' like, I really like saying 2-2.
Alright, we see our first TKI from Plaid Paint. Gonna go into some LST.
Yeah.
And we see 4 wide from Justex. They do indeed
See,
get
4
the
wide.
garbage RNG.
Yeah.
Sadly, they cannot find the multiplier that they wanted, but it's still a 14 spike.
Yeah.
Paint is gonna try and use his queen accordingly. Does use it accordingly, finding a 10 spike, but Justex had no pieces in the center to really top them out here. But very unfortunate misdrops. It's gonna be quite hard to make it out of this situation when Paint is just in a
Especially
devastating
since Plaid
09
Paint has a
stack.
very clean 09 stack. And
Paint's
yeah.
back-to-back pressure in the 10 spike is enough to take the lead once again at a third round. At a third point.
Yeah. Very nice pressure in from Plaid Paint.
And Justex is gonna burst out yet another 4 wide.
Another C4 wide. The classic Wamba coaching.
And Paint does send them a line, so there's not gonna be any multiplier potential here for Justex. Just going for raw combo.
Alright.
And Paint is ready to cancel some cheese. Very nice waiting. But it's still a lot
21
of cheese, and
spike
Justex
for
finds a
wide,
21
but-
spike.
But yeah, for Plaid Paint, this bad a scratch, as you could see from the board state.
His but a scratch. But Justex finding a nice stack, not letting up any pressure. Paint
Yeah.
still trying to be ready for some cancels, does find some clean along the way. Justex still on the offensive here, does end up misdropping an SPs here, which might give Paint the time they need in order to claw back their way back.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Plaid Paint is very high up right now, and as you can, but finding a good solve, and now back to a very stabilized board state.
Gonna return into some neutral game here, both with a lot of clean to fire off, so it's gonna accelerate quite quickly. Justex greeting for a T-spin, and sadly they don't get the T in time.
Yeah, unfortunately,
It was
Just
a nice
X was
dono, but quite greedy. Paint
yeah,
is now at match
unfortunately
point.
way too greedy for Just X, but and yeah, Plaid Paint
Paint
has
says he
managed
wants a 4 wide. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, the mental game here, saying they want a 4 wide, expecting the 4 wide, and then not doing it, going for SDPC, getting the PC, going into DPC.
and
and that is a
Plaid
quick
Paint is
round.
gonna take this match 5-2. GG well played to both sides.
GG.
Plaid Paint managed to go on to once the time comes, fight against Henry in the winners finals, and Just X falls down to losers bracket. Very nice gaming from both sides here.
Truly.
And yeah, let's see what's our next match according to the brackets. Alright, our
All
first
hail the
match is gonna be
bracket.
between Spherical. Our first lower bracket match is gonna be between Spherical and Pink Lobster. And yeah.
Once again, waiting for our contestants to trickle in.
Alright. Pink Lobster here. And now we're ready for Spherical. Waiting for them to join right now, so yeah. In the meantime, let's look at both of their stats. Because, yeah, we need to do
Stat
this.
screen.
Holy cow, there's an argument going in the street matches chat.
Oh no. Gonna see some banter.
Alright. Time to see the stats first, and we also are gonna have a warm up. Because both sides agree to it.
We're gonna see a warm up here.
Yeah. Yeah. A quick self stats, both of them are S plus. No, it's S plus versus assist right now. Big Lobster
Pink Lobster does define a PC.
Getting the PC. Spherical
Going
is
for the 180 TSS, playing for the fans with the swag. Spherical trying to open up their well. Lobster upstacking for some pressure. Spherical does find their well, and they do survive the spike from Lobster.
and
Lobster
getting
does
very
have
nice
quite a few dependencies in their
on the
stack,
way.
but finds a T-spin out of it.
Oh god. Nice canceling
Very
from
nice finds
Lobster.
from Lobster here. Let's see a little bit of pass-through gaming, though very minuscule amount. Spherical accepting the queen.
Pink Lobster just dropped the S spin, but yeah. Alright, Spherical and Pink Lobster both more or less have an equal board state. Not anymore. Pink Lobster is a bit lower than Spherical, but Spherical has a very nice board state now. Ready to clear all the cheese. Only to get more, but clearing all the cheese yet again. Unfortunately,
Lobster does do a little bit of misdrop, which is gonna give Spherical some time to send some more pressure. Lobster is ready to cancel, they do love the cancel.
For the Tetris. And yeah.
Spherical's gonna go into some 09 now. As I say that, taking the skim. Lobster's got a well. They actually have been finding quite a lot of TSS's mid-combo this match.
Yeah.
Very much into the proxy stacking type deal. Finding a 7 combo. Gonna cheese up Spherical a little bit more. And now we're gonna see the pressure start to trickle in from Lobster.
True. Spherical is now very high
A
up.
fractal from Lobster, and Spherical is ready with the cancel on the first T-spin.
Fractal into
Gonna see the
Imperial
Imperial
Cross.
Cross now. Ooh, does not rotate the correct amount of times to continue the T-spin chain there. And Spherical does find some multiplier 9 spike.
And
Lobster runs out of
unfortunately,
skims
for
here.
Pink Lobster, that's gonna be it for the warm-up
Spherical
match.
takes a very
Which
hard
went
fought
for 2
warm-up.
minutes 24 seconds. Spherical is gonna take this match.
And only
This
a
warm-
1-line differential throughout that
Yeah.
warm-up.
That
Gonna
was
be a very
quite
close
a
matchup.
warm-up, as they say. Now let's see both
Indeed.
sides are ready. Alright, Spherical is ready. And yeah, Looks like we're gonna be starting. Unless being lobster isn't here. Okay, we're starting. Golf, oh yes, and let's do it.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1. Tetris!
Tetris! Gonna see the 3 PPS DT cannon from Spherical, and Pink Lobster's going for some waiting tag.
Like a 2.5 PPS DT. And Pink Lobster not doing anything for a bit, but
After accepting all the clean, they are now ready to play the game. They're gonna see Spherical go into some back-to-back 3-0-9 stacking. Does end up breaking it here. And Lobster's ready with the 12 spike.
yeah,
Putting
that's
Spherical
like
into a very uncomfortable height. The Spherical is dealing with it just fine. Lobster trying to fix up their board state here.
very nice.
Finding
They
a
got
5
very
combo on the down
work
stack.
with, so
Good
yeah,
hit
they
T-step,
made
but the T-piece is quite far in queue. They do make the excellent decision to abandon that. Spherical's looking quite cheesed up, but they are going to find some T-spins in their down stack.
yeah,
Now Lobster with the clean advantage.
yeah. Having a very clean, both very clean board and very clean cheese state to work with. And Spherical is very apt. I wonder if they managed to find a solve. Unfortunately, no. They couldn't do anything.
He's going to top them
because
out.
badly timed
Lobster
no
taking the
pieces.
first round.
Yeah, and Pink Lobster taking the first point here. Spherical going for the TKI. The Pink Lobster, I think, also going for more of a center TKI or something. Into a fractal.
Fractal.
Yeah.
Spherical staying
Fractal
lower on their
for
board.
Pink
They're just going to
Lobster
have to get pushed
dropping
up by the
it.
pressure here. Lobster trying to find some more T-spins and back-to-back in their down stack. Is going to end up breaking here.
Being too using the controller though, says Vlad Fate in chat. Oh
A
no!
lot of pressure from
Oh
Spherical
no!
and
The
a miss drop.
Lobster! It's gonna top him out. Spherical takes the first pointer too, tying it up 1-1. Very clean game. Alright, PCO versus
From Lobster.
PCO denied variation versus Albatross. Alright.
Lobster finding a TST.
Yeah.
It's gonna have
Unfortunately,
to
it's
abandon,
gonna be
though,
getting
under
because
pressure
look
from
at the
Spherical.
end over for the spin itself. And yeah, Spherical has got punished that.
Ooh, that is quite the spin solve from Lobster, but it's not enough to survive. Spherical takes a lead.
Yeah.
2 points
The
now.
Tipis was just one piece too late for that. So Spherical taking the lead 2-1.
PCO from Pink Lobster.
Yeah,
Does find PC.
Find one of the few solves that were possible here. Unfortunately,
Spherical's gonna be
Spherical
trying to
has
get down while
Yeah.
Lobster builds the spear across. That is some very threatening pressure, but once again does not rotate the correct amount of time to complete the cross. Which is gonna give Spherical a little bit more time. Spherical is finding the combo when they're down stack, gonna be able to cancel a lot of the pressure that Lobster is sending, and Spherical seems to be in a much more favorable board state now. Opening up another well of clean, sending 5 lines over, and the misdrops from Pink Lobster.
Isn't
Very
doing him any
unfortunate.
good right now. And yeah,
That S piece
Pink
is gonna
Lobster
top them
comes up
out.
again. Spherical taking the
Spherical
third
taking a
point
third
here.
round.
Alright, DT Cannon versus
DT
DT
from
Cannon.
both players. Spherical does
First
burst
of
it
all-
out faster though.
Getting the
But
DT
Lobster gets the T pieces in tandem. Lobster keeping back to back on their down stack. Trying to build building a T-spin double out of a very resemblance of a TST shape. Finding 11
Yeah.
spike. And then a 7. Spherical's gonna be sent uncomfortably high here.
taking the triple shape TSD.
He's gonna have to waste both high pieces in order to find some lower coverage, but Lobster does have enough pressure to kill, taking a second point.
Yeah. Alright, PCO versus TKI. PC no. Side PC no Mr. Variation. Or just or the other variation, but yeah. Now Spherical has a few boards a few holes in the board, which they quickly managed to fix. So, yeah.
Lobster is doing a little bit of misdropping, which is going to give Spherical a lot more time to send more pressure. But Lobster does
True.
find the well in time, looking for the eyepiece as well.
Getting the eyepiece
Does
just
find the
in time.
quad.
And
Spherical's going to end up breaking back to back here.
Yeah.
A little bit of cheese to get through before they actually end up finding their well. Doing a nice job at downstacking that. In the meantime, Lobster's looking for some pressure. Oh no, misdrops a J piece. They could have had an excellent multiplier there.
Yeah.
But also finding a really nice combo. Oh no, that S piece is gonna end up topping them out, putting Spherical at match point.
Oh no! That misdrop had to be painful for Pink Lobster. Now we're going to
PCO versus DT cannon.
PC no. Yeah. And yeah.
Find good PC and the DT's gonna start to get fired off on Spherical's side now. Does end up skimming down, but gets a lucky garbage RNG.
Yeah. Pink
Lobster
Lobster.
finding some very interesting piecement donos.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Pink misdropping like crazy right now. That's very bad.
Spherical's trying to find some pressure to kill. Meanwhile, Lobster's comboing down to their well.
Yeah. Imagine to free up a little bit. And yeah. Pink is now.
A lot of cheese on
He's now
both
doing
sides.
much
Spherical
better.
more than Lobster. Lobster's doing a nice job at downstacking, now finding their bit of clean, and Spherical's in a very unfortunate board state to try and deal with this. Gonna have to burst
Yeah.
out, but it's not enough. Lobster taking a third
Yeah.
point. Shrinking the lead from Spherical, threatening a
Yeah.
TAWS breaker.
Yeah. Here those breaker are 5-3. Who knows? PCO getting the PC from Pink Lobster.
MKO from Spherical, trying to go down. Lobster's
MKO.
gonna go into some quad 4, now into some fossil fuel stacking.
Ooh, what?
15
spike
spike from
from-
Spherical, but Pink Lobster does find the eyepiece in time.
Mate, taking just a few of the lines and then surviving there the rest of it. Very beautifully executed from Pink Lobster. Meanwhile, now Spherical is very high up with cheese.
They just end up downstacking it quite well though.
Yeah. They got a very decent downstack and yeah. Now Pink grilling for a T-spin double and getting it. Nice 7 spike downstack from Pink Lobster. Now both sides are very high up. That was quite up stacking. Ooh, nice 12 spike from Pink Lobster. But Spherical manages to cancel most of it. Although they still seem to be very high up. So that's gonna
Now
be.
you're gonna see the fractal from Lobster.
Ooh, nice.
Very dangerous.
Whoa! And that's
Finds
what
every single piece in tandem with a
Wait,
21
what
spike.
spike?
And that
With
is
that
TAWS
21
breaker.
spike, we're going into the TAWS breaker. Good luck to both sides. Let's see how this TAWS breaker is gonna go. Starting off with DT Cannon
Lobster's building boxes.
versus
for
PC.
PC.
No missed PC variation from Pink Lobster.
Did not find the eyepiece and solve in time for the solve they were going for. And Spherical's gonna get beat a little cheesed up now. Lobster using their well accordingly.
Ooh,
Finding a TST.
yeah.
Into a very interesting TSS though now.
Oh,
The Lobster's
and
gonna
there's
build another
fractal
fractal.
from Pink Lobster.
A Spherical is
Pink
doing a
Lobster
nice
still
job of
like
canceling
their
it.
fractals.
Cancel it fully, even. And Lobster has quite the spire over a future garbage hole, which might actually be a problem later. And Spherical's
Yeah.
gonna send a lot of pressure over.
So much
Oh,
pressure.
the 180 fix from Lobster.
Nah.
They have managed to overcome that odds and open up their well. Circle looking for some more pressure. Gonna see some pass-through gaming. Lobster finding another TST.
Damn. Pink really likes to grid. As if,
Does have to use both eyepieces for it though.
oh god. Pink is a very tricky sport state right now.
Finding all the combos that they can,
Unfortunately,
and
it's not
that's
like
just
it's
not
solved
enough.
for time. And Spherical
Spherical
is not
takes
take
the
this top
set.
breaker 5-4. GG will play to both
Insane.
sides. And Weeklies got advanced downwards. So, yeah. GG will play to both sides. And now we're going into our final match of the top 8 losers round 2. Round 1, sorry. The first losers top 8 part. Between Alloy and wait a second, let me just go back, sorry.
I think
It's not
that is Tiger Shorks. If you're talking about the
Alloy versus
foreign
Flipside.
characters. Yep. This flip side.
Yeah. Okay. Alloy just joined. Now we're waiting on. Now we're waiting on Flipside. And yeah, that sure is bound to be quite an interesting matchup. Okay. Yeah. According to the stats, they are much more in favor of Flipside. Because she also has like very nice speed then. But Alloy excels much better with the APM and yeah. It's sure bound to be for quite a great match. Because both sides actually have sub 30 times, so yeah.
I see some speed gaming here.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, as I say that I do see quite a
Yeah.
speed advantage
Mm.
in the stat screen. But Alloy has the efficiency advantage with a higher APM with that speed disadvantage. Gonna be a very interesting dynamic here.
Yeah. There is. I wonder if we're gonna. Alright, we're gonna be warming up a little bit.
Warm up time!
Yeah, more ups. More up gaming. Alright.
Ooh, is that Jigsaw from Alloy? They did have PC, but it does get denied by the garbage from Flipside. Flipside trying to do a spin, but doesn't end up getting it in time. Flipside also had PC, but it gets denied by all the garbage that Alloy had sent back.
Damn. That doesn't even look like a... Like Flipside playing like an assist.
Oh no!
She's playing more
It's
like a
AP's
Urek at this point.
And Flipside
Flipside
takes
usually
that
takes warm-up match, so yeah. Let's see how it's gonna go now.
Alloy did have that J skin. Very unfortunate that they misdropped it.
Alright.
Gonna
I
see
don't know
the
what the better from Aloys, but yeah.
single, double, triple from Alloy. Going for DPC.
Unfortunately,
oh, no, misdrops D pieces. The Flipside's gonna use his time in order to build up some more pressure.
Yeah.
Gonna go into a more favorable board state.
Ooh, this spin into too wide from Flipside piece all set up. Whoa. And that's a
Finding a
17
17
spike.
spike.
That's about to top out
And that is
Alloy.
enough to kill Alloy.
And Flipside's got to take her first point here. Alright. Going for single double.
Gonna see the single,
Alloy
triple,
going for
double again.
triple while Flipside doing her SDPC, but not gonna get a PC due to all the cheese.
Alloy trying to preserve back-to-back in their down stack is a little greedy. Does find a skin in time. Very nice
Yeah.
survival from Alloy.
True.
Flipside still looking for some pressure to go. Alloy's still looking to open up their well.
Unfortunately, not
And oh no, that eyepiece is gonna end up
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was
clipping their spawn.
be over anyways because of those side pieces. It was either eyepiece or eyepiece. So Flipside takes their second point as well. Oh, I don't know what's this opener, but yeah. Unfortunately, no
Flipside
second.
getting a very interesting J spin there, and now with a lot of green on their board. Aloy
Because
trying to keep back to back, but it's gonna be a little hard to do that in the coming board stage.
she's not gonna be able to do
Jeez.
that. And this
Aloy
is
doing a nice
spike
job at
from-
keeping their well open.
And this is Spike from Flipside. She's
But
gonna be
Flipside's
taking
pressure is
first
too strong.
point very quickly here. It just yours Flipside playing more like a friggin' Urank at this point. Right, single, double, triple versus Amogus Opener.
Among Us. The confidence is peaking on Flipsides, but flying too close to the sun here, Aloy is gonna take their first point now.
Yeah, she's gonna take a first point thanks to that PC she got after single, double, triple.
Going for Jigsaw again. Does not end up finding PC.
Yeah, no PC.
And Flipside is deviously close to getting an SCPC, but they don't find it.
Yeah.
Flipside is gonna go into some T-spin into 2 wide again. They do love their T-spins into 2 wide. Getting a nice 6 combo on that, which is gonna cheese Aloy quite a bit.
Right, so looks like Flipside. I mean, this. Ooh,
Flipside finds
Flipside.
CSP while Aloy's still trying to downstack through their cheese.
Oh no, double misdrop from Flipside.
Gonna give Aloy a little bit more time to downstack through all the cheese they have.
Yeah. But she's got managed to fix those double misdrop, and Flipside takes her 4th point, going to match point.
Oh my gosh. What do we even do about that?
No
And
way.
Aloy finds PC!
Nice PC from Aloy, and yeah, I'll take a 2nd point, but it's still a match point for Flipside. Not 4. Wait, I actually missed what
Flipside
opener
finding
did.
PC, which is gonna pressure that
Flipside do.
single
It's
difficult
second
opener.
spin or
Ooh, the 11 spike from Flipside. Aloy trying to find a Z-spin. I think it might have been better off taking the quad there.
yeah.
And Flipside does take the set.
Yeah, she's gonna take it 5-2. GG will play it to both sides.
GG.
But wait, Yoda is actually officially Urank. Let me check real quick. Yes! It is true! The Yoda is officially
Congratulations to
now.
Hodai. Taking U rank.
Alright, so yeah, our next match from losers bracket is gonna be in the losers top 6 now. Let me just make sure I get it correctly through the bracket for it. Alright. Our next match is now gonna be between Jestex and Spherical. So yeah. Now we're waiting on Spherical to join the room.
Very interesting stat screen here.
Yeah. Oh wait a sec.
Very nice global placement from Jestex at 6169.
Nice.
But Spherical with a nice TR as well. At 19969.
So much nice all over the place.
How can we see so much nice in one stat screen?
But yeah, as we can see for the stats, they highly favor Jestex here, so
Oh wow.
used to be global 6900. Oh, nice. So nice. I wonder if you were ever 6969 before in global. Alright, we're gonna be having a worm. So let's start the up.
Warm up time.
Yes, it's time for the up of the worm.
Indeed.
TKI versus
Among Us.
So bitter.
We're gonna see our second Among Us this tournament. And
Yes.
Spherical, no sympathy, no mercy, is gonna
They don't
continue
have
under
any
pressure.
mercy for Among
We're gonna
Us.
see the down stack attempts from Just X.
And Just X manages to still survive, but not very, but not the
Oh,
very
no
good
more
board
skins.
right
Spherical
now.
does take the warm up.
Yeah. Spherical takes it very easily. Yeah. Usually when you start with Among Us opener, you lose, unless you go unless you get emotional damage by Among Us and top out.
Going for Among Us in the warm up, that is truly a confidence move right there. Saying you don't need this warm up, just gonna go straight into it. And here we are gonna see the actual set.
Yeah. We got some fun. To both sides. Golf. Oh yes. Tetris! PCO versus C4 wide. Spherical
Let's
getting
get the PC.
Oh no, but a type is Mistro from Justice.
I'm not sure it was a misdraw, more of the pressure making it so the next eyepiece was inaccessible. But Just X is gonna find some back-to-back in their multiplier.
That looks
Spherical quite cheesed up now, trying to find any way to open up their well. Ooh, does end up wasting eyepiece,
like a Mistro,
but has two more.
Nice double Tetris from Justice. But Spherical
Spherical is
keeping
doing a nice job at down stacking.
so yeah.
Just
Justice
X
is
looking for some more pressure.
yeah,
Trying to
still
do a proxy
grounding.
T-spin. Sphirical's gonna do some, what I thought was counting to 4. Does end up down stacking earlier. Spherical does seem to prioritize the lower board state above all.
Mm.
Very safe gameplay.
Very nice spin Tetris from Justice. Using the fact that Spherical isn't sending him any garbage.
Just X finding a 5 combo in their down stack. Does end up misdropping an S-piece though. Oh my gosh, that's a T-spin donation, never mind.
Yeah.
Giga Brain. Both boards extremely cheesed up. Just X abandoning their count to 4.
Is up Spherical side and on Justix's side, so. But also Justix has a somewhat clean board regardless of that. Just a lot of cheese dots.
And Spherical finds a 7. Gotta cheese up Just X a lot more, putting them uncomfortably high again. And Spherical has made it all the way down. Spherical's now gonna have a big opportunity to make a cleaner stack and send a lot of pressure over. Starting with the T-spin double. Just X desperately trying to get down, trying to survive the pressure that Spherical is preparing to send. But does find a 7 combo. He's gonna cheese Spherical a little more, trying to equalize the board states here. Spherical does find a prophecy T-spin. He's gonna cancel the combo that Just X was sending.
And Just
Now Just X is gonna send some pressure, making it all the way down to their board as well.
Yeah. Justix.
Seeing a lot of back and forth between these two players.
Yeah. They're both just keeping on pressuring each other. They're already 2.5 minutes into this round. Into just the first
We're
round.
gonna
Of
see some very high power stacking from Just X here. And Spherical just doesn't have the cancel material. And very hard fought first round for Just X.
Unfortunately, Spherical tops out here because that was already a long first round. So yeah.
DKI from both players.
The second round with DKI.
Just X is gonna convert into some LST. Does end up misdropping though.
Yeah, misdrop with the L piece, unfortunately.
And Spherical decides to break.
Yeah.
Just X gonna send a few T-spins over. Spherical making some as well.
Yeah.
Just X trying to preserve back-to-back. Donating another T-spin double. Ended up breaking it here. A lot of clean on both sides compared to the last round.
Yeah.
More of a question of who gets
Damn,
to it first. It
Just
seems that Just X is going to get to it first. Even
Just
donating a
nice
T-spin
spin.
there. Very nice
Just
donation there. He's going to find a 10 spike taking a second round.
Damn. That was very nice gameplay from Just X here.
Alright, TKI from Spherical versus 4 wide from Just X.
Super wide. Damn.
Isn't going to have the garbage in the center though, so
Really
too
nice
much multiplier potential.
I
Does end up
see.
breaking the combo though, which is going to be a big hindrance to their pressure.
Yeah,
But it is still going to cheat Sphericals quite a lot.
It's also
Oh no, the eyepiece misdraw.
Just X manages to downstack a bit enough to have a better board state.
Just X finding 4 more lines to send over to Spherical, who's still trying to downstack.
Both sides now trying to downstack from their board states.
Just X misdropping a T-piece and turning it into a T-spin single donation. Just X is doing a nice job at finding these donations out of just about any situation.
Very nice gameplay. And
Sphericals is in quite the unfortunate board state here to deal with all the pressure that Just X is preparing to send.
yeah,
Sphericals doing a nice job at converting it to a more favorable one.
oh no, Just
A lot
X
of misdrops from Just X.
Oh,
Oh
no, and
no.
double misdrop right after.
A lot of self-keys quite high on the board. Sphericals trying to find some pressure.
Fortunately though, yeah, not fortunately for Just X, Spherical didn't find their pressure in time, so Just X manages to survive for enough time to
Just
get
X does
well
have a
open
4
again.
here, a quad. Does end up taking it. Even finding some back-to-back in their downstep is gonna pressure Sphericals just that little bit more. A little bit more of a push, but it's not enough. Spherical's gonna survive for a bit longer. Very interesting O-piece placement. It's gonna make it a little harder to get down to their well. And Spherical, I mean, Just X finding a 6-way.
Whoa, god, Just X really playing this B-type right now. But yeah,
Another
conquering
2-minute round.
Just X type for Spherical to top out, so Just X is gonna take a third point from this. Alright. Going for a 6-3 versus
Some
DT
sprint gaming from Just X versus DT on Spherical side. Just X is gonna get 2 quads.
Yeah.
Spherical did cancel most of it though.
No, Just X
Just
having
X is trying to preserve back to back.
Shadow. Setting
It's
up
gonna be
another
forced to break here.
B-type.
Very nice multiplier from Just X, finding 8 spike.
Yeah.
And Spherical is gonna do what they do best, trying to go down, finding their well. Just X doing a little bit of count to 4 here. Going for another one. Finds a second quad.
And now going for a T-spin.
Spherical does find a well.
Oh!
Does end up blocking it though.
Unfortunately, Just X ain't gonna be able to execute a C-spin there, so yeah, giving up. So he's gonna give up on that idea.
Just X trying to send a lot of pressure over, but Spherical is seemingly unfazed all the way at the bottom of the
Oh
board.
no! Oh no! Just X
Only a
just
singular line of garbage in sight
more
on Spherical's side.
and instead there's B-types.
Gonna start amping up the pressure, but Just X doing a very nice job of surviving.
Yeah.
But Just X is starting to see some clean on their side. Well, oh no, it is gonna end up misdropping a lot over their well.
Yeah.
It's gonna give Spherical more time to send some pressure over. Just X does find the well in time.
He's gonna manage to get to freeze well again, and yes,
Finding
there's
an
a bit of
11 spike, setting Spherical uncomfortably high.
the board. But then
Spherical decides to
Spherical-
forego the multiplier in favor of cheesing, and Just X was ready to cancel most of it.
Ooh, Spherical manages to stack it much more than.
Just X
After-
decides to donate a T-spin single over their well. Taking another T-spin single.
Oh,
And Spherical trying to find some more pressure, builds a T-spin double.
that
Taking
T-spin
their
double
first
got
round.
it for this round. Spherical taking their first point, making sure there won't be any sweeps here.
Sweep denied. Just X
Yeah.
looking to did have a 4-wide kind of shape on the left side, but ends up going in favor of 9-0 stacking. Circle finding an all clear, going for second. Does end up getting second, finds a 12 spike. That was a really quick round. Spherical decisively taking a second point.
They take their second point very easily this time around, punishing Justex for all the misdrops. Oh no!
Justex does end up misdropping their eyepiece, and BT is gonna go ahead and punish those misdrops. Now Spherical's gonna go into some 09 stacking, while Justex desperately tries to find the well. Circle is not trying to let up any kind of pressure. Justex is gonna find some skims, finds a nice Z-spin, does end up getting the over to the right side.
Unfortunately,
Running
that's
out
gonna
of
be
combo potential.
from that
Spherical does
board.
tied up at 3.
Yeah, Spherical managed to come back. Are we looking at the
decided to
reverse
play a lot
sweep
less
here?
safe, sending a lot more pressure
Oh.
over, and it's seeming to be paying off.
PCO
Justex going
versus
for PCO.
PCO. Or whatever that PC variation is. But yeah,
Justex does end up misdropping their OP, so which is gonna be a hit to their pressure. Spherical donating a T-spin double. And a lot of misdrops
no,
over on Justex's side, and Spherical reverses it to match point.
Damn. If we get a reverse sweep here, damn, Sphericals. Yeah. That'll be good game here.
Gonna see SDPC spin
spin.
on Justex's side.
Are we
C-spin is
are
gonna start
we
to trickle in here, but Spherical does a lot of canceling,
Yeah. This
tanking
very
the better half of that C-spin. Are gonna see some pass-through game here, Tetrio Classic.
Yeah. We cannot mention Tetrio if we don't mention pass-throughs in some variation.
Indeed.
But yeah,
And Justex is gonna start sending some pressure over. Spherical doing a nice job of getting down after it. Spherical is retreating to their safer playstyle. Now that they're threatening a sweep.
dropping the
I mean,
SPs for a
the set.
spin down setup. Oh no. So much
Justex trying to find some combo down stacks.
And
There's a
a
little bit of misdropping.
this shaped hole. Unfortunately, it made misdropping the eyepiece there. And Spherical reverse sweeping Justex. And going
Very
on to
well
wither
played on both
semis.
sides.
GG well played to both sides here.
That was quite the comeback.
Yeah. True. Very decent comeback indeed. And now our next match is gonna be between Yodai and Flipside. Also coincidentally, the number 1 and 2 seeds. So yeah, that's gonna be quite a match. Now we're gonna be waiting on Yodai to join. They recently made U rank.
Reminder that in TAWS America 40, these two did end up playing in grand finals, so this is gonna be quite a set here.
Oh. And yeah, if I recall correctly,
That
winner
is
was
showing
Yodai.
off the U rank here in the stats screen,
Yeah.
achieving it mid-tournament.
yes, so as you can see, the rate of the grand final TAWS America 40 is actually not gonna be in the grand finals, but in the loser top 6. So yeah.
So one of
we're
these
quite-
guys is actually gonna be sent to the Shadow Realm here,
Yeah.
out of the tournament.
Now we're waiting on Yodai to join the room, so damn, that's pretty interesting to see. A promotion coming up here.
Hmm. And the fact that both of these grand finalists are actually in the loser side right now is just showing the stacked nature of this tournament.
Yeah.
Once again, pointing out the speed and efficiency advantages on Flipside's and Yodai's boards, respectively.
Yes.
Interesting stat screens.
Indeed. And apparently now Yoda is a newly made U rank. He's also gonna change he's also gonna put a lot more cards on the table here. So I wonder how it's gonna go. Flip side saying a no yes in chat. You know what? Let me join in. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
And there we go. We got ourselves.
Oh yes,
and
it's like peak perfection compressed into an emote.
It's a shame if someone will come and just break the so yes chain.
So cute. Look at it.
It's gonna destroy the concentration. Oh god. I hope I never took my voice again. Cause Power loser bracket Tarkov tells me again. Indeed. And we're still waiting on Yodai. Let's look at the graphs over here in the stream matches chat. It's like how it mostly says open remaining. And yeah. Into damn. Hold on, hold. Alright. I think I really think should just ping Yodai for this cause yeah, Yodai is still here and also in the menus, so yeah. Let me do I ping Yodai? Join the room now. Or yeah.
Ooh, it's ping time.
Alfort! Oh no! Someone has disrupted the OS chamber live in the room! Sad.
No.
Not, let's start the song code. The song chain. Flip side our leader. The leader of the emoji chains. It'd be a shame if someone would just come and destroy the emote chains. So yeah, what's up, Tiger?
So, wonderful
Yes.
weather we're having.
Yeah.
For me, it's pretty nice outside, actually.
Yeah, same it was. But
Might commit taboo and actually step out that door after
Yeah.
this.
and also touch some grass. Cause yes.
Oh gosh. The thought of it scares me.
So the 8-bit clap. Yes. Unfortunately, I don't have the 8-bit drummer's emotes right now, so I cannot join you with the 8-bit clap myself. Wait.
I don't see any redeems there to fill in this space.
Yeah.
Maybe a 1v1 commentator, possibly?
If you want, we can do it first to one or something. But not 4-wide one, of course.
Definitely not 4-wide one.
No.
Flipside
No,
asking for the 4-wide
1v1.
1v1 against me. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to decline. You're gonna have to redeem that one.
Yes. 4-wide free for all. Oh wait. Actually, a great idea, but I'm not gonna waste my points for that. My T-Bucks for that right now. I wanna
And I'm
save.
pretty sure the free-for-all actually takes place after the TAWS tournament.
True, but I wanna. But I wanna. But I'm gonna save.
Shorks does redeem it.
You know what?
Are we allowed to weave this in?
Not right.
Tournament? Are we allowed to do that?
Flip side. Flip side. I agreed for forward free for all, but yeah.
Because if we're not, we might be able to refund it. But I'm not in charge of that.
Yeah, neither am I. Well, I know that we're gonna have a free for all right now, unless someone redeems. If adding a free for all rule, which is gonna be interesting to see.
The redeem.
Yeah.
The redeem says after.
Yeah, after the usually are the.
That's what my thoughts are.
So not right now.
How much time has passed?
I don't know. Actually, I've lost track of how much time has passed.
Because I don't actually know what the timer is.
Wait a minute. Tiger, we're gonna do the free for all after the TAWS itself ends, and maybe after finals.
Shorts
if-
is asking for a refund because they expect it to be weaved in. If somebody can fulfill that.
Eight minutes. Okay.
My assumption is that the timer is 10 minutes.
Yeah, the timer for disqualification.
So they do still have some time, technically. Hopefully we don't end up seeing a DQ here. Especially as this is going to be Hyodai's last SS capped TAWS. And they do
Yeah.
make it into the lobby in the nick of
Ooh.
time.
Nice. And here
They
comes
were
Yodai,
summoned.
a newest U rank. Up. Warm up. Okay, I have to check the street. I was just about to ping it, though, Yodai, so.
Wait,
I
we
guess-
didn't ping Hyodai? Oh god.
I was about to ping Yodai.
I heard you say you were gonna ping him like forever ago. I kinda assumed it happened.
I forgot to ping Yodai for some
Oh
reason.
my gosh. That would have been so unfortunate, but they are indeed here. Are we gonna
Yeah.
see a warm-up?
Yodai is indeed here. And also gonna face flip side.
Alright, we are gonna see a warm-up. Let's see PCO from flip side. PCO from both players actually. Either side finding a PC. Flip side going for their triple
Nice
kick
kick.
as they usually do.
Right earlier on. And now it's gonna be. Now we're actually having a war between the U and SS, so yeah. That's gonna be quite a match this time around.
We see some passive
Both sides play
gaming.
very quickly.
Both players playing quite fast, but flip side is showing their speed advantage right here. Doing a
Yeah.
lot of down stacking. Oh my gosh, finding the T-spin single in their down stack from the back
That
to
down
back.
stack is gonna work, and flip side is gonna take the warm up match.
What a warm up. Very promising set here.
A riddle of the grand finals from TAWS America 40, but as a friggin' loser bracket match. Golf, oh yes. 3, 2, 1, Tetris! PCO versus DKI. PCNO versus DKI, sorry.
That is gonna go into some LC. Ooh, does immediately break the computer's curse at work.
Imperial Cross from Yodai. Not good for the full Imperial Cross this spin. Nice 13 spike from flip side.
Gonna cheese up Hyodai quite a lot.
Yeah.
Hyodai is gonna think about their down stack a little more. Thinking a little too hard, giving Flipside a lot of time to pressure, but Flipside's doing a lot of misdropping here, which is going to cheese them
Oh
off
no!
and cult their pressure,
Should've
and
break-
Yodai's with the counter spike,
Oh. Flipside sure is playing some any
reversing the
aesthetic
situation
right now.
here. Now Flipside's going to focus their efforts on down stacking.
Mm.
Yodai does have a T-piece misdrop, very unfortunate. Finds a very nice spike in it, and Flipside cancels most of it. It isn't enough to live.
Yeah.
Flipside is still wiggling their T-spins. Yodai finding a 7, and that's enough to take their first round.
Yeah, Yodai takes the first point here. And let's see what openers there is next. Alright, PCO versus TKI. Side PCO versus TKI.
Oh my gosh, Flipside gets the RNG game.
Yeah, get
And
an
Yodai
RNG
wasn't
game.
ready for it. Flipside takes their first point.
Yes, RNG game indeed, Flipside. It's tied up 1-1. Okay,
PCO versus MKO. Flipside does get the PCO, bursts it out quite quickly as well.
and yeah. No
Flipside
second
has
PCO
very
from-
interesting donation here. And Yodai's trying to keep their stack as clean as possible. Finding 11 spike. Yodai does end up opening their well. Flipside was ready with the T-spin cancel, doing a little bit of macroing. Finds another T-spin. Very risky T-spin there, as it does end up ruining their board state, and Yodai does take advantage of that, taking its second round.
Yikes. But yeah, Yodai taking back that lead again. Out one is Flipside to take his lead.
PCO versus TKI here.
No versus
Flipside does
TKI.
not find a TC. And Yodai's just gonna go into some clean 6-3.
Oh no!
Does end up deciding to skin here, and oh, very unfortunate misdrops from Flipside.
Yeah,
Gonna hold their pressure for quite some time, giving Yodai some more time to stack.
lots of stacking options from Yodai right now. So
One thing to note is that Yodai seems to play extremely bursty, slowing down when they're not in any immediate danger.
Yodai not gonna get the T-spin. He was probably.
Oh my
aiming
gosh,
for
the
a-
Finn from Flipside. Styling out here.
Mm.
Yodai finding a count to 4 in their down stack. Yodai contemplating going for a T-spin or not, choose to forgive it.
And in the mid-type, Flipside
Flipside has a bit of self-cheese over top of their garbage well.
And yes, Tetris B-type anyone?
Ooh,
Ooh,
finds
nice
a triple
spin.
kick, but it doesn't clear any
Nice
lines.
T-spin, but yeah. Yeah,
Yodai.
unfortunately, it wasn't too useful. Yodai takes third point here. So, yeah, no funny 2-2. Gonna be going. PC No versus TKI. Going for the LST. Nice T-spin Tetris.
Flipside's gonna attempt to fix up their fourth state from their misdrops, and Yodai's just gonna send that pressure trying to go down.
So
Flipside
much
does
risk,
do a
though.
horizontal eye there,
Yeah, unfortunately
gonna hold their efforts, and Yodai takes match point for that.
Yeah.
See some TKI here. Gotta see a very monstrous power stack from Flipside,
Yeah. 9.
and Yodai takes the better half of that.
In all its glory.
Yodai finding a 10 spike, does end up blocking their well with an OPs though, which is gonna halt their pressure. We're gonna see some Techio Classic come in as well.
And yeah,
And there we have it.
unfortunately, that Beast drop is got still the little for Flipside, and Yodai is gonna win this match 5-1. GG well played from both sides. And now this
GG well
early
played.
on, Flipside is gonna get banished to the Shadow Realm as Yodai advances to loser semi. Our next match now though is actually gonna go back to the winners finals to a
Winner
classic
semis.
match. Sayenium versus Plat Paint.
Oh, where have we seen this matchup before? I don't recall any of this.
A true classic. A true clash between two rivals.
This is the TAWS Classic right here.
Yeah. And now we're waiting on Plat Paint to join the room. So yeah. As you can see by the stats, Blood Paint has 500 more TR than Cyanum, and that's their stats overall. But yeah, we have seen these two fight before. It was quite a match. Also, the score for the last match was 5-1 for Yodai. And yeah, as you can see right here, we're gonna get a rematch here because in round 1, wait, no. Wait, I'm talking about the wrong bracket, sorry. I'm sorry, I'm
Oh
scuffed.
no, not the wrong bracket.
Yeah. You're welcome, Cadogan. Cadogan. And yeah, once we go to loser semis, we'll see a rematch. But right now we're gonna focus on the true TAWS Classic rematch, which is gonna be Cyanum and Plaid Paint. The true one. My game won't let me switch to spectator. It's tripping. Oh no! Tony, you're the only one who can send Yodai to spectators from here. And yeah, now we're waiting on for Plaid Paint to join. But I think Cyanum 2, just to make it.
What is red and smells like blue paint?
What is.
Red paint.
Ooh.
Got him.
No Cyanum is in the room, but I'm still thinking regardless for balancing purposes.
Balancing purposes.
Yes. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. But yeah, we're gonna have a classic matchup. If Plaid Paint joins the room.
Wait, did we ping this time?
I pinged them already.
Okay, good. I thought we were inting again.
So I did not pull a Yodai this time around. Yeah. But yeah. Now. Yeah.
Alright, Paint does step into the lobby.
Alright, Plaid
Do
Paint
we see any
and
lore?
the classic match. Let's find the next rank.
Paint was fighting an X rank.
Oof.
The training arc is crazy.
Yeah.
We are gonna go into a warm up here.
Yeah, we're going to morb up a little bit. So, yeah. Alright. Starting off with.
Gasho from.
Oh
Paint.
no!
Oh no, misdrop the PC.
Misdropping PC! Oh no!
Both players are gonna do some waiting tag here.
Yo, I just laughing in
Cyanum
chat.
hands off the keyboard.
Yikes.
Oh no,
That
they
one
might
fixed
actually
Cyanum
not be
again.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a very similar situation in TAWS America 40 as well, where they were kind of just lagging their PC. Very unfortunate. But they seem to have
Cyanum
recovered
is now back here.
And
No
he's kind
more-
of just holding
no
a
more
quad,
pin-
but that 11 spike. Quad
Yeah,
can't cancel that
that
by
Paint's
itself.
whole knife is to cancel a bit of the damage from the lemon spike, but yeah, still getting a bit of cheese nonetheless. Right now, Plaid Paint has to play some B-side if he wants to clear his board.
And the board seems to be a
And
lot
the
clearer
Cyanum went
than
for the
previously.
classic.
Cyanum
been
kind of
different.
continue and conserve back to
Both
back.
sides are very high up.
Doing a nice
Cyanum
job at
is
doing
back
so.
to back, though.
Gonna hit their 5th here. Actually, never mind. It's already enough when Cyanum
Yeah.
hits the...
Cyanum is gonna nuke the way to the win of the warm-up match, despite starting with the AFK opener.
New.
Why is this such a good beat if it's made?
It's such a
Alright.
good bit.
Looks like we're gonna have the match going on soon, so prepare your goal for yes in the chat. Goal for yes. A true. 3, 2, 1. Tetris!
Tetris!
For lack of.
Alright, now both of them starting with AFK. Never mind, Pain immediately starts bursting their SDPC now.
Piston
Ooh,
no
the
burst.
misdrop on the SPs. They do find a teaspoon single donation out of it though.
Yikes. Miss dropping the SDPC spin sadly. But yeah, now we're going into mid games.
Squid Games.
And Cyanium getting a lot of garbage right now. But getting the Tetris just in
To a
time.
line of survival.
Insane survival from Cyanium right now.
Down stack as well. Paint.
Nice
doesn't have
13
any
spike!
stim.
Got that blood pay to the top of his board. Cyanium taking his first point.
Excellent reversal by Cyanium there.
Alright.
Into the next
We're
round.
about to see another SDPC on Blood Pain. This
Versus
I get
PCO.
to see. Both sides get it.
Oh, we see the pass through PCs.
And yeah,
Oh, very unfortunate for Cyanium. And
that
then
pass
does
was
get their first
too
round here.
major for Cyanium. Blood Pain taking the first point right off the bat for this road. Yeah, tied up 1-1.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
SDPC.
Paint bursting it out faster than ever before.
No,
Sally does
no,
not find the PC to going straight into
no,
DPC.
no PC for SDPC. And no Tetris PC either.
Gets one line of garbage. Cyanium does end up denying it. Very nice.
What is Blood Pain doing right now?
I think Plaid Paint was trying to convert that into mech, which is very
Oh.
interesting decision. And if that worked, that would have been incredibly hype. But we are going to see Cyanium building a fractal here.
Yeah. Cyanium playing like Cyanium usually plays. So, yeah. Very nice gaming from both
Very
sides
nice
here.
spikes from Paint here. Gonna conserve back-to-back in their down spec. Cyanium trying
Whoa.
to find some cancel material. No more skims. And Paint takes the
And
lead.
yeah.
Second point.
Yeah. We're seeing here the clash of the titans again. And yeah. STPC from Plaid Paint. To PCO
Gonna
from
see the
Cyanium.
PCO. Oh, we're gonna see pass-through, which is gonna deny the SDPC from Paint. But Paint does have the clean, doing some waiting. The tank and spike, classic. 13 spike. And Cyanium was ready for another cancel.
They're catching enough of it and taking a Tetris.
Paint's gonna send 6 over to Paint, who's trying to fix up their board state. Finds a nice 180 fix.
Nice.
Cyanium
180
just
girl.
getting some efficiency
Oh,
in
it's
their
pretty
down
nice.
spec. Both had similar board heights, but Cyanium is a little cheesed up compared to Paint right now.
Yeah.
Gonna see a lot of pass-through, actually. Minuscule amounts of lines, but many occurrences.
Okay,
Paint is
Flat
being
Pair
forced
is
to cover their well
right
here.
now.
And Cyanium's just still pressuring.
Yeah.
Now tying it up
Pure
too.
pressure got top out Blood Paint again. Cyanium taking a second point. Very nice. Nice gaming from both sides. 2-2 it's now. Is it? Is it score?
3.5 DPS
No
first for
denied
Paint.
variation versus TPC.
SDPC.
Getting the
A lot
PC.
of lines over on Cyanium's side. They do get the quad in time. Paint
I
does
thought-
get the DPC though, and we see some pass-through gaming.
And
Paint
yeah,
gets the
that
third
pass through
point.
did no justice for Cyanium. And so Blood Paint takes a third point, still maintaining that lead again.
Paint does end up misdropping their opener, which is going to give Cyanium some more time to just send some raw pressure over.
Yeah.
Paint going to do a little bit of tanking and spiking here.
Nice 10 spike from Plaid Paint. Oh
Ooh,
no!
unfortunate misdrop on Cyanium's side. Paint taking
Yikes.
the match point.
Yeah, match point for Plaid Paint. That misdraw from Cyanium is sad. PC no versus
both
PC
sides.
no. Both sides gave it the same PC no result.
Ooh, pass-through gaming. Tetrio Classic at work.
Yes. Ooh.
11 spike from Paint. Cyanium's going to be forced to cover their well here. Paint's trying to open up their well, making a D-spin in the process. Gonna see some more
Yeah.
pass-through gaming, and Cyanium does make it to their well in time. Gonna send some pressure over to Paint, who's ready with the cancel. Cyanium finding quite a lot of T-spins in their down stack. Finding 12
yeah.
spike.
Yeah, nice 12 spike down stack and starting to 9-0 game again. Canceling the damage, getting the Tetrio Classic yet again. And yet
More
again,
pass through. It
our
seems like the
beloved.
timing shenanigans on both players are actually just like causing more pass through than usual. Ooh, very unfortunate misdrop on Paint's side. They're gonna have to do a lot of
Oh
down.
no.
And Cyanium's just gonna keep that up stack going. Try to find a kill spike.
Yeah.
Let's find a T-spin double, send over.
It would be a
Not
pro because
comfortably
Cyanium
high.
really likes to go
Cyanium
for.
doesn't have an eyepiece, but they do have the T-piece. They're gonna send right about
And
now.
they have
Get
the
eyepiece in
eyepiece,
time.
just as you said. Yes. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this round. Cyanium taking the third point.
Cyanium
The
shrinking
match
the
point for
lead.
Plat
Going
Paint.
to TAWS
But
Paint.
who knows,
TAWS
we might see a TAWS breaker. TKI missed drop
SDPC
from
once again.
Cyanium SDPC.
Paint does find the PC. They're gonna go into BPC. This is very dangerous for Cyanium right now.
Oh
They
man!
denying the PC actually huge, and we're gonna go into mid game.
Yeah. Deny the PC with just a singular line. The double effect basically.
Double. Ooh, very lucky garbage RNG for Cyanium. And
Yeah.
they're trying to conserve back-to-back, which could be dangerous if left unchecked, but Cyanium's doing a nice job at actually checking it. But Paint is still trying to preserve it. Oh, unfortunate team misdrop, and that's gonna cause a
And
cyber
that's
spot.
gonna be a
Cyanium
TAWS
taking the TAWS
breaker! Good luck to both sides. Let's see how the TAWS breaker is gonna go. Oh whoa. PCO. PC no.
By surprise. And now we're gonna see Paint with the AFK opener. Going for PCO after AFKing for so long. Very interesting decision there.
PC no denied variation. Double denial variation. Yeah, I just
We love
invented
double.
new variation for the PC no opener.
Ooh, we're gonna see some pass-through gaming.
Yeah. Fast for
Gonna
gaming.
see some more pass-through gaming.
Classic, indeed. So yeah.
Paint's gonna try and build up some
Nice.
back-to-back here. But they are gonna skim out of it in favor of better board state.
Saying you must.
More pass-through gaming. Both players
Yeah.
being quite conservative with the amount of pressure they're sending. Not really trying to avoid getting counter spike. And then Cyanium's gonna send over some cheese, and Paint's gonna do a little bit of tanking.
Oh no!
Comfortably high, and Cyanium takes the reversal.
Oh no! The lag is gonna top. It's got about Plat Paint, and Cyanium completes the comeback. Going on once again to grand finals by taking the TAWS breaker. And yeah, we're gonna see Cyanium in the grand finals. And Plat Paint in Ultras finals after next match, which is gonna be a rematch between the number 18 and number 1 seed, aka Yoda and Spherical, aka our next match.
Cyanium has had many appearances in grand finals. Kind of insane.
Yeah. So many Cyanium games, but so many grand finals, but none of them are actually a win for Cyanium, unfortunately. All the times he got
Gotta be.
grand finals, he got second place, sadly.
They're gonna have another shot at a win here.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they don't miss if you're Cyanium.
Yeah.
Should be going on to our next matchup soon. Should be Spherical versus Hyodai.
Yeah. Okay, just ping them both, so yeah. Now we're gonna wait on them to join. And yeah.
Ooh, that is quite the TR differential there.
Yeah.
With both players getting this far, still can be a really close set. Spherical showing some great
But then
upset
again-
potential thus far.
But then
They
again,
pulled off again.
we're we're talking here about, yeah, you're in Lular's final paint. But then again, we're talking about a rematch now. At a 3.3k TR difference between you versus S Plus. And I'm saying rematch because in round 1, we had this matchup and Yodai swept Spherical, so who knows what's the outcome gonna be now.
Very interesting dynamic between
Yes,
these
it is
two
a
players.
rematch momento, indeed. Yoda is here. Now we're gonna wait on Spherical to join the room.
Gonna see the excellent stalling tech here. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Ah, yes. Nice stalling from us, Kappa.
Kappa. Y'all should divert your attention to the Twitch chat where the greatest emote to ever exist is at.
Yes.
Love every single bit of this.
Same. To be dancing. Very pog indeed, Yodai. Okay, refreshing the Twitch page because it doesn't load that I got some more points or something.
Ooh.
Yeah, just Twitch being scuffed.
Channel
for me.
points, poggers.
Yeah.
Gotta get those T-bucks up.
I'm saving up for Thug Finals.
Ooh, Thug Finals.
Yeah, at some point I wanna actually be the Thug Finalist since I never became one. So,
Very
you
interesting.
know, it is a rematch momento indeed, Yodai, as I said earlier on. But now we're waiting on Spherical again, because they don't seem to be answering the ping right now.
You should take a look at chat again.
Why? Why?
Enjoy.
And,
I got
looks
you.
like I'm gonna be the Thug Finalist this time around, so yeah, make sure to look forward to that. And yeah, we're gonna have a rematch indeed. And because this circle actually saw the match stage, so,
Oh
so
no,
I'm pretty
such a
sure they're
dent in
gonna
my
join the room.
19,000 T-bucks.
Wait, since you redeemed me being Thug Finalist, you know what? I'm gonna redeem the rule edition
Oh, you're
for
gonna redeem the rule?
the rule edition.
Plotting.
Four wide.
That's FA. You know,
What's up?
adding a rule for Thug Final is more expensive than Thug Final itself, right?
Well, unfortunately, I don't have enough for Thug Finals, but I did have enough for the Thousand of Free for Wallaby rule edition, so
Alright.
I'm gonna do it for you, cause yeah, you wanted
Shorts
it.
did, but I think they asked for a refund.
Oof.
So I think you should be able to get refunded there too, unless
Unless
somebody else decides to redeem an FFA
Yeah.
lobby right about
Yeah.
now. Alright.
Yeah. Alright, so Circle join the room yet, or not? No, they haven't joined yet. 5 minutes before.
Tony is currently handling transactions for a very reputable organization.
Yeah. Okay, now I have exactly 800 T-bucks.
W. Still waiting for Spherical to trickle in here. We sent the ping, right? We sent the ping, right?
What's thing? Sorry, I wasn't really
Oh,
listening.
gosh.
Doggo is kinda all over the place right now. One moment wanted to enter my room, another moment not wanting to enter my room. Like, they're going
We did send it.
back and forth. And yeah, wait, Scribble said, Scribble said in chat that they need seconds or something, but so yeah, we're now gonna be doing install gaming. So yeah.
Time to pay more attention to the song that I definitely can hear because I totally have my audio on.
Yeah, I totally have my audio on as well. I'm totally hearing myself playing back.
What a
My
banger.
voice is back at me right now.
Very interesting wavy motions from the music bars or whatever they're called.
In the meantime, let's start another emote chain in the TAWS in the room chat. Oh yes.
We should start a Komodo hype chain in the Twitch chat as well.
Yes. Yes. Komodo hype train as well. Two different chains.
That is an option that y'all have.
Yeah, but then again, yeah, that suck anyways. But yeah, not all of them suck. There are some ads that are pretty interesting, but that's a very rare occurrence.
Who knows, we might actually pay 2,000 ads. Somebody had enough points. How many points would that be? 2,000.
Oh no! Yo, they broke the chain! Yo, they broke the chain!
Dang, if only somebody was saving up 3 million channel points right now.
For what? For
That
what?
would be a really funny bit.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, my controller!
Oh, Tiger Shark's broken it for LOL, so let's go into LOL train. Hmm? What?
Have you been refunded?
Not yet, let me check let me refresh the stream cause I cannot tell. But yes, Vertical just joined in the 9th minute. They're sorry for the wait, and yeah. We're gonna have a warm-up.
See,
Yeah,
it's
that's
time
not
for the
get
Morb up. It is
Wait.
Morbin time.
I still did not get refunded. Wait. Tiger Sharks, did you not get refunded either?
It should be a warm-up time now.
Yeah. I just like calling it Morb because it sounds so similar, so yeah. Alright,
Alright.
time for a warm-up.
Morb-up time!
Yes, Morb up. Okay, TKI versus
TK on
TKI.
both sides. Hyundai showing the speed advantage there.
Yeah.
At almost a full PPS advantage.
Then again, we're talking
He's
about
gonna
the
have to
U-rank
break
versus
it.
an S plus rank, so
And
yeah,
again, Spherical is showing excellent canceling capabilities.
yeah. I'm pretty sure they're mad at Spherical for earlier on sweeping them. So yeah,
Yodai's kind of, she's trying to get down, finding some counter fours, efficiency in their down stack. Info, Spherical's trying to go down as well. Spherical's also been known to show safer playstyle in these TAWS, which should allow them to survive quite a bit longer. Yodai's gonna continue trying to burst again, but Spherical does end up canceling all of it.
Let me check.
Alright, we can see the mid-game refund, let's go.
Okay, now it is refunded. But yeah, for right now, Spherical has a very nice cheese to work with. And so does Yodai, but
Spherical's
unfortunately,
sending a lot of spikes over, but
this
Yodai's
one is
sending one
really the
back,
best
sending it right
placement for
back.
it. Yodai just showing how well the cheese could be worked with here. And yeah, right now we can see both sides are very nice board
Classic
state.
gaming. Tetrio classic, but now Spherical's facing the brink of a lot of cheese. Yodai's trying to fix up their board state. Finding a counter four. Cheesing up Spherical a little bit more. Yodai is not trying to let up any kind of pressure. And we do
And
see
yeah.
a 2-minute warm-up. Very hard fought for Yodai.
Yeah, and Yodai still wins it. So yeah, that's quite a match. What a match that was so far. And yeah, Golfo yes in chat here. And yeah, both sides are ready just from that, so let's start.
Both players have agreed they are indeed ready for the match.
They already been ready for like a minute at this point, but we're waiting on Tony to just start the match. Yes, Spherical
Yep.
versus Yodai. And also, still needs to update the brackets because Sayenu managed to get to grand finals, so yeah, there's also that to do. TKI versus TKI.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into some LST here. I do love their LST follow-ups.
Yeah, following up with LST.
Spherical is able to keep up the speed with the 09 stacking. He's gonna end up breaking here in order to make it to all of the clean that Yodai has generously sent them. When it comes to Tetrio, oh my gosh. Huge spikes
God.
from Yodai at 3 back-to-back.
Yodai
I was gonna
showing.
say, if your spike doesn't kill, you're gonna get it back, guaranteed.
Yeah, Yodai displaying just why he managed to get U-rank today. Mid TAWS.
MKO versus DT. They do get a well quite close to their DT there. Ooh, choosing to do 9-0 over top of their garbage. Very interesting decision here. Does end up opening it up though.
Yeah. And Yodai is back down now. Going for some nice garbage.
See some Tetrio classic happening here.
Yeah. Some nice pass through.
Miracle is finding T-spin.
I can't wait for South to just copy paste the pass through copy pasta that exists for this.
There's a pass.
Oh, nice end spike, but Yodai managed to cancel it. Mostly. Only getting like one line out of it instead of the 10 lines.
What I'm not surprised about is the excellent survival from both players here. Taking this into a minute now.
Yeah. Once the 2-minute mark hits, we're gonna see some speed up.
Gonna see the gravity.
Yeah. The gravity
But
mark.
if we get to the 2-minute mark, Spherical's in quite the unfortunate board state.
Yeah,
Uncomfortable board
unfortunately,
height.
I think it was a miss all of the LPs, so yeah. Yoda taking a second point here. The nudity
ET
from
versus
Spherical. And
LS.
DKI into the LST follow-up.
Spherical setting Hyodai quite high in their board now. But Hyodai
yeah.
finds the multiplier in time. Hyodai has quite a lot of clean in their board just made to it. Sending quite a lot of lines to Spherical, but Spherical has found a well to cancel. Oh no!
Yeah.
Covers their well up, but does find the next quad in time. But Hyodai is keeping back-to-back, which is gonna force a lot of pressure onto Spherical, even though they're getting a lot of clean.
Yep. And Yoda is gonna break the back-to-back right here after 5.
Ooh,
But
Spherical
still,
is being forced
Spherical
to
is
use
very high
items
up.
here.
But
Even
Magic
at that kind of board height, they're just
for that
showing insane
to open the
survival.
wall.
Hyodai finds a count to 4. Spherical.
Unfortunately,
end up
just
popping
not
out here.
enough for the pressure from Yoda, who takes a third point here. Might be on the verge of a second sweep.
On sweep pace here. Very scary for Spherical right now. Trying to turn out any kind of wins.
DKI with the LST follow-up from Yoda.
Spherical does have color clear. Gonna decide to take it. And Hyodai's gonna go into the LSC into some 7
here, but
4
we've
back
got
to
4
back, getting match point.
yeah, it's sweep point right now.
Sweep point even.
And yeah, we see PCO not going for the Tetris. Yoda unfortunately not going for the Tetris PC.
Spherical has quite a lot of clean to work with, but not too much height. Verticality is not preferred. And I was trying to preserve back-to-back. They know the survival capabilities of Spherical, trying to do whatever works.
And there comes the sweep. The sweep has been achieved, and yeah, Yoda is gonna, and this story is gonna repeat itself as Yoda manages to sweep Spherical yet again in the losers bracket to go on to the losers final match up against Blood Paint.
Very unfortunate for Spherical. They seem to have had a nemesis, as both of their L's did end up going to one person. Unfortunate.
The winner of this matchup is gonna be going up against Cyanium in the grand finals, so yeah.
Twas the match before grands.
Yeah. Blood Paint versus Yoda. Someone in the brackets has not updated the semifinals area, cause I don't know why. But it was a toss breaker win for Cyanium. Num.
We should be seeing Hyodai versus Paint here.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that stats.
No matter what,
we love
who
stats
wins here, no matter who wins in this matchup, it's a guaranteed rematch because both players lost to Cyanium. So whoever wins this one is gonna get the rematch. Okay.
Some mental impact of that as well.
Yeah, Cyanium was the winner 5-4. Lueva.
Yes, Kaminari. Hyodai did manage to hit U-rank mid-tournament, but in the warm-up now. 2 PCOs. And Paint's gonna go into some 2-7.
Yeah. It's fine, Lueva. But yeah, right now as we can see, Blood Paint's kind of struggling with this board. They had to play a bit of B-type, but yeah, freeing it up, so now all that's left is clearing up the cheese.
Gonna see some pass-through gaming.
And
A
the
lot
other
of pressure is being sent back and forth.
So
Hyodai finding the TST to cancel.
Ooh, this getting a bit
Ooh,
Nice.
unfortunate I misdrop for Paint, but they did have another one in Cycle, so they were allowed to cancel and live. Down to a pretty monstrous 6-3 stack over top of their cheese. Gonna send a little bit of pressure over to Hodai.
Oh no.
And I did have a few misdrops there, but it does convert it into a
For
T-spin
the
double.
next piece, go to some complication.
Ooh,
Nice.
Jedi finds a 5 combo 7 spike.
That meant successfully cancelled with some back-to-back.
Paint gonna find some combo down stack as well. And Hadai's gonna start sending up a lot of pressure here, just going all the way down.
Yoda
Very
is now.
efficient as well.
And
We see some
here comes
Tetrio Classic here.
one more
Gonna deny
time.
Paint a lot of room that they could have used. Finding some skims, but it's not enough.
Unfortunately,
Yodai takes the
that
warm-up.
was just too much, and Yoda managed to win this warm-up match in its intense fashion as well. So yeah. God damn it! For Saturday, it didn't let me click the next button. I like potatoes. We know Yoda. Your nicknaming the chat in TAWS server is Potato God. So yeah, both sides are ready. So yeah, golf. Oh yes. And we start. MD
Misdrop from
SDPC
Paint.
from Plaid Paint. Both sides going for singles only. For some
The skin
absolute
cannon
good.
trademark.
Yodai continuing into the LST follow-up. Not anymore.
Paint is showing quite a speed advantage right now, but Yodai is doing their efficiency shenanigans. Finding a
And
7
yeah.
spike. That
7
is enough to take
top out
for the
Plaid
first
Paint.
round.
Take a first point.
DCO from both players.
Unfortunately,
side find
both
a
players
PC.
missed the first
But
PC.
Paint finds one of later, going into
Find
DPC.
the second PC. Going for DPC.
Ooh, misdrops their Tetris color clear there, which could have preserved back-to-back and probably would have found a kill on Yodai, considering
Yeah.
their board state right now. Paint trying to open up their well. Yodai trying to find some skims in order to live.
Unfortunately,
And sadly,
not
they don't
getting
find them
the
in
kill
time.
And
Paint
Plaid
takes
Paint takes the
it,
first
tying
point
it
as
up.
well, ending up 1-1. But it's a shame both sides. Okay, SDPC versus SDPC.
That's the
spin.
SDPC spin here.
And Yoda is very unfazed by the C-spin that was commenced by Plaid Paint. Because you can
Very impressive, suffering almost no damage from the C-spin. Kind of cancel material is kind of crazy.
7 spike and
But
Plaid
Paint
Paint
is at a
big
very
trouble
unfortunate
now.
board state and tight.
Board. And one more
Oh
miss.
no, and then another misdrop is a nail in the coffin. Yodai
Yeah.
takes the lead at 2.
Yeah, Yoda takes back the lead again, preventing Plaid from taking. Yeah, I saw. TKI into LST continuation. The LST follow up. Never mind, breaking the LST.
Yodai trying to stack more cleanly, trying to keep some back-to-back, finding a 10 spike, but Paint's gonna try and return fire. Finding a nice multiplier, but Yodai was also ready for a cancel. Pasu denies the cancel opportunity though. And Paint is gonna continue pressuring. Yodai trying to find their well here, which they have quite a lot of clean to work with, and Paint, not as much. Quite cheesed up. Gonna do a lot more work in order to find similar results.
Yeah.
Yodai really not trying to let up the pressure. And Paint does get the eyepiece in time, just barely in order to live.
Yeah. And now Plaid
By the
Paint.
in-between garbage send time.
They're both really wanna fight Cyanium for the win here.
Indeed. A lot of pressure, and Paint is doing a very nice job at surviving this.
Yeah.
As I say that, quite high on the board again. Gonna be quite hard to do it once more.
Oh no!
Oh
That's a
no,
big
the misdrops up top.
Plaid Paint. Yoda is gonna take a third point. Flat Paint asked, "What am I doing?"
And that's a banger highlighted message from Kaminari. And we're gonna see Hyodai go into a PC variation here. Probably does not find one, but Paint is gonna go into some 4-wide.
He likes to be annoying. Flat Paint
Hyodai
going
does send the
four
clean.
wide.
Oh my gosh, Paint has multiplier potential.
Yeah, but miss
Oh
dropping.
no, the miss drops. We are not gonna see any multiplier 4-wides here.
What is this?
Almost dangerous. And Hyodai is doing a nice job at punishing this, setting a lot of pressure over to Paint. Who's gonna use... He has a lot of clean to work with now.
Yeah.
Paint setting some quads over, Hyodai returning fire. Paint's gonna end up breaking back to back. Finds another well, but does have an eyepiece dependency on the left side. Is gonna combo nicely in order to solve it.
And nice
Hyodai
down
sending some
from Hyodai. Showing
nice
what
down stack pressure.
showing us what exactly why he managed to get to U rank.
10 spike from Paint, 11 spike from Paint, and Hyodai does cancel enough in order to survive.
Yeah.
Quite high on the board, but a lot of that height is from the clean that Paint had just sent, which you're gonna fire right back.
Yeah.
You do love the refund policy, same day shipping from both players when it comes to these counter spikes.
Yeah.
But Paint, very unfortunate board seat at that height. Hyodai trying to find any kind of pressure, maybe even find a kill.
Very high up. Like,
Oh no,
it-
is forced to waste an eyepiece there before
Yeah.
uncovering their well, and Hyodai takes match point.
Yeah, match point for
Paint
Hyodai.
really questioning their decisions in Tetrio chat right now.
Yes. 58 PM gaming from Lueva says in chat. STP CB's drop from Flat Paint. And we're going for mid game.
Paint
Average
does
low
have a nice
Euro.
tuck in order to resolve their board state.
Yes. True Lueva.
Finding a 10 spike on Hyodai's side.
Yeah.
Paint does end up covering a garbage hole with the eyepiece, but down stacks to it immediately.
Nice 7 spike down stack.
Finding
from...
a 5 spike,
Ooh, nice
and
spikes from
Hyodai returns with a 7.
with another
Ooh, Paint
7.
really
And yeah,
high
that's
up,
gonna
and
be
Hyodai's gonna
enough.
take a set.
Flat
Going
Paint
to grand
is
finals.
gonna take 3rd place for this TAWS, and
He's
Hyodai
Cyan.
gonna go on to grand finals to try and get revenge up against Cyanium. New. Yes. It's now gonna be Cyanium versus
Let's
Hyodai.
see.
Another
The
rematch.
salty run back incoming in grand finals.
Yeah. Hyodai is now seeking revenge against Cyanium. So yeah. Alright.
Both players showing dominance in the lobby stats. Got it
Yeah.
with the triple 4 and Cyan with the double 4.
Well, both of them have like a 1.3 TR difference. It still no matter, 1.3k TR difference. It still doesn't matter because Cyanium has been dominating like crazy, and also got a 5-2 against Hyodai earlier on. So
It
yes,
is grand finals.
it is grand finals. Oh no, Tony has left the room. Our host is gone.
Oh my gosh, the grand final stinger, let's go!
Now we're waiting on Cyanium to nume back to into the players side. Flash takeout. Oh no, the space! Tony took back the host. Now waiting on. Okay, Cyanium is in now, so I'm asking final warm up. Oh, Time for them warm-up. Yes, warm-up indeed, Tony.
The warm-up.
Yes, we're gonna have a warm-up. The final warm-up of this TAWS. And SS versus you. Yes. Alright. PCO versus
PCO.
No versus PC no, Mr. variation versus no and versus unsolved variation.
Ooh, 12 spike from Cyanium, but Jedi does cancel a lot of that. Oh my gosh, 14 spike from Cyanium. And Jedi doesn't make a nice place in order to free up their center so the peaks can actually spawn. Cyanium holding back-to-back. Cyanium does end up canceling with that back-to-back, but it's gonna be forced to break it here. Jedi trying to keep their well open, trying to pressure Cyanium, maybe find a kill. Cyanium finds a nice T-spin cancel, but ends up misdropping, which is gonna be extremely hard to downstack. Jedi does have a lot of misdropping though, which is gonna halt their pressure quite a bit.
And yeah, Yodai finds
a lot of self-cheese, and Yodai still kind of keep up the pressure.
And that pressure is
no
gonna
amount
be
of cancels can save Cyanium.
And yeah,
Yodai takes the warm-up.
Yeah, Yodai is very angry for the revenge after getting knocked to loser bracket by Cyanium himself. That's a you player. Alright. Final goal. Oh yeah. Wait, no. Rogo, yes, man. Okay. PC no versus
Putting the
PC
quotation
no.
mark instead of the colon on the OES.
Yes.
And Yodai is doing a little bit of overstacking here. Trying to get their TP over, decides to settle to not do it anymore. Cyanium finds a 14 spike with the immediate punish.
And yes, I don't take
under
the first
20-second first round right there.
Yeah.
See MK over from PCO. Gonna see some pass-through gaming. Cyanium finds a nice 180 fix and finds a nice multiplier cancel as well. Yodai now at the bottom of the board, but that means no material to counter out what Cyanium is about to send. Ooh, Cyanium does do a bit of bitch dropping though, which is gonna give Yodai some more time to find pressure. Maybe in the kill with Cyanium's board height, but they do find the eyepiece in time, so they're gonna be okay. Finding some D-spins in their down stack as well. Yodai really trying to get to the cheese, maybe find their clean.
Very high up. Like, yeah, I have no other way to explain that. Alright, I'm just.
Cyanium is gonna do a T-spin mini donation or go back-to-back on their T-spin. We should still be doing Thug Finals. I don't think we got refunded.
Yeah, but we're gonna have Thug Finals against
Yodai has a huge 9-0 stack here. And Cyanium does cancel most of it. He's able to survive. We see some Tetrio Classic here.
And yeah, but still, it doesn't phase both of them. So yeah. They're to phase, but.
Ooh, Cyanium at very high board state though, a lot of dependencies that they have to deal with. He's finding some nice down stacks, so Yodai is struggling to find some more pressure to kill.
Nice 180 spin from Cyanium.
He's gonna have to use your eyepiece there, but finds a T-piece in order to cancel instead. Making excellent use of their resources here. Yodai is gonna start setting the 2-eye pressure over, finding a 7 spike. Both boards equally cheesed up right now, at similar board heights.
Of the Tito Classic coming over. But yeah.
Cyanium going for STSD.
No.
Oh, never mind. Does end up foregoing it.
Yeah, probably not going for due to risk, but yeah. I think it was probably just because of that miss drops. STSD is one of the potential souls, but yeah. Choosing not to go for it was a smart move, I think.
Ooh, Yodai sending a lot of pressure, and Cyanium doesn't find the eyepiece in time. Yodai now tying it up at 1.
Tying up 1-1. Alright. PCO
versus TJI.
Getting the PC.
Cyanium does find the PC.
Unfortunately, Sayanium misses second PC. Which is sad. A second two-line PC is missed from Sayanium, but whatever, we're already getting into mid games.
Squid Games.
Sayanium taking
Sayanium is gonna find an 8 spike.
Single Tetris.
God is returning fire with a 6.
Nice.
Pass through.
Nice down stacking from Sayanium. Back at the bottom
Very
of his
nice.
board with a 3-6 well. And setting
Going
up a
for fractal.
fractal.
Does end up finding an 8 spike. And Gaudai does have the well on the opposite side of the board. Trying to struggle a little bit to get to that. No eyepiece in sight. And Cyanium still spiking. Not letting up any kind of pressure, taking the second point.
Yeah, Sayanium does pretty damn well right now.
Punish game is on point for both of these players.
Alright,
Cyanium going for
PC
PCO does find PC. Cyanium's gonna go for second. It's not
Going
on
for
second, but
second,
they
not
do
finding
get some nice
PC.
garbage RNG.
Ooh, nice
Yeah, that
catch!
does actually overpower that RNG from
Yoda.
Cyanium. Yeah, it does end up breaking back to back here, and Cyanium is gonna struggle to make it to the opposite side of their board where their well is that they need to free up. And above that is row 20.
And ties it up 2-2. And now we're gonna see PC against TKI LST continuation. Second PC.
But we see some passes, so we deny any kind of DPC follow-up from Cyanium.
Yeah. But
Oh
still,
my gosh, the garbage RNG on Cyanium's side,
Perfect
sending us
RNG.
13 spike. But Toyota has equally good RNG, gonna return fire. Cyanium trying to make it to the opposite side of their board now.
oh no, Miss
Oh
Holt.
no, the mishold on the TPs. Toyota taking the
Yoda
lead now at
taking the
3.
point. Taking the lead for the first time in this set.
Seeing a lot of momentum shifts this set. Both players going for PCO.
No.
Neither finding the PC.
And I don't know if there was a PC solved, but
Cyanium
No.
trying to convert into 9-0. Doing some propsy stacking for that T-spin double. So it does overstack over their well a little bit. I give Gaudai some time in order to find a better board state. Cyanium does have a lot of cheese under their queen. But
Nice.
that 14 spike does a lot of neutralization.
oh
And
god.
Gaudai, with some pass-through, does end up taking advantage and finds a 10 spike afterwards, taking their fourth point.
9 spike followed by 11 spike. Yoda taking 4th point here now. And Yoda really is going all out on Sayanium after losing to him.
We are gonna see
Both sides going for the
DC
PC.
no.
Yes. At long last he said PC no. Yeah, they were in the mid game. Sayanium is very high up. Trying to do some complications.
Cyanium was looking for the combo extension there, did end up finding it. Oh my gosh, find some nice T-spin setups there.
Yeah. Nice T-spin. Going for the 9.
Is trying to preserve back-to-back. Oh, the pass-through gaming is gonna end up forcing him to break. Seeing some more pass-through. And this
Yeah.
time a lot of lines, no minuscule amount here. And Cyanium's gonna keep that pressure up. Gaudai's gonna run out of skims here, and Cyanium takes the 3rd point, shrinking the lead that
Yeah.
Gaudai has.
Yeah. That was quite a friggin' pass-through though. Gave
A
Sayanium
lot of pass-through.
quick. TKI versus TKI.
Gaudai's
Okay,
going to
well,
LST. Cyanium's also gonna go into some
Continue
7-2. I mean 2-7.
Blow up. And yeah, we're gonna be seeing some LSTs from Sayanium.
Cyanium is not forced to break the LST yet. Gaudai has quite a lot of misdrops they are going to have to get through, and Cyanium still has a back-to-back. Still not being
Yeah.
forced to break their 2-7 stack. Setting a 6, going for STSD, and they didn't even need it. It's enough. They're now tied at 4.
Sayanium ties it up 4-4.
However, this is not
this
no
is an
TAWS breaker,
intense
as it is a
match.
1-7 set.
Yeah.
This is Grand Finals after all. TKI on both sides, going for different variations though. Ooh, Cyanium was 1 out of cycle of the TKI RNG PC. Gaudai sending a lot of pressure over. Cyanium does find the DPs in time. They have quite an awkward board state to work with, but they do find another TP is able to... Oh, never mind, no cancels here! Pass-through does not allow any of that!
Comment, crash Sanium down. Hyodai takes
Yodai's
the
timing
point.
shenanigans seem to be paying off.
Again. I shall show the power of misdrops. The Hyodai. You see?
And not only the power of misdrops,
Oh,
but the
no!
power of
Misdrop.
pass-through as well.
Ignite the two-line PC. Also misdropping the two-line PC.
A lot of misdrops on Sandium's side. They're gonna struggle in order to get down, while Hyodai is just gonna continue setting some pressure over. Gonna see some more pass-through, but Hyodai does cancel the pass-through that appear on their side. Hyodai's really trying to send some more pressure, trying to find a kill. Gonna see some more pass-through. Sandium doing a count to 4.
Sandium is playing out some Dispin Vision. Simple one, but good Dispin Vision regardless.
Ooh, Sandium does end up finding the down stack, having to forego their board state in order to survive. And Hyodai is gonna continue with a 9-0. Gonna see some more pass-through gaming. And Hyodai is gonna send Sandium quite high in their board once again.
But
Ooh, finding a 6 spike, but Sandium does have a cancel in time.
And yes, Hyodai broke his back-to-back.
Sandium within a line of survival right now.
And yeah,
Oh no, that's above row 20.
Bracket
It's
reset
actually a
point.
stealing moment.
for Hyodai. So yeah, who knows what's gonna happen, cause it's bracket reset point, TKI versus TKI.
Going for different variations of CPI though.
Yeah. No PCs.
Gonna see pass through.
Yeah.
Gonna see a 10 spike from Cyanium. Hyodai canceling, taking the better half of it. Some more
Yeah.
pass through.
Then taking a triple, and now having a nice 9-0 stack to work with.
Hyodai uncomfortably high, but immediately converting that to a much more favorable board state. Cyanium sending them 6. Hyodai ready with the cancel from Cyanium's 10. Once again, pretty high up in their board, but they're doing a nice job at down stacking it, finding a T-spin double.
Yeah.
Does have an eyepiece dependency though, but has 2 eyepieces in the queue, very luckily. A lot of cancel gaming from both players.
True. Lots of cancellations, lots of Tetrises.
Some pass-throughs as well.
Both of them have very high versus scores and very high APMs.
Indeed.
Both of them playing like Q ranks right now. Well,
Very expected
Hyodai
for
is the
grand
rank.
finalists here. Playing very well.
Yeah.
Ooh, the misdrop from Cyanium. Gonna give Hyodai some time to
That's
correct their
like
stack. Finds a
pretty-
T-spin donation, very nice. Isn't gonna resolve the way they hoped it did, but they did end up stacking over their donation. And Cyanium trying to send some cheese over to Hyodai.
Yeah. But now Sanum is very low on his board, so
Cyanium's trying to reserve back-to-back, but they do end up being forced to cancel it out. And we see more pass-through gaming. We've been actually seeing so much pass-through gaming this set, it's kind of crazy. Oh no, the T-piece misdrop from Cyanium, but they do find a nice donation. Good copy. Forced to not actually take a T-spin on their first one. Cyanium is going for some tank and spike shenanigans, but ends up being forced to cancel as the pressure from Hyodai was threatening a kill. We see some more pass-through gaming as Hyodai sends a 7, but that's a lot of clean on Cyanium's board if they can even get to it. No, they cannot!
You're gonna
We see bracket reset on 7-4 at Kador Katagan.
The bracket reset is real.
The
bracket reset is real.
The bracket reset is real.
Yes.
Only a
Alright.
7-line differential at the end of the round, but here we are into our
Yeah.
we are into our true finals here.
True grand finals. TKI versus TKI. Flip sides.
Mirrored versions, different variations. It is out of cycle for the PC.
From Cyanium's variation.
But trying to do some counts in order to preserve back-to-back is going to be forced to break though, finding a 7 in their break.
Yeah. But now Cyanium has very nice cheese.
Cyanium is going to do some proxy stacking. Ooh, does end up being forced to cover their well though. Gotta trying to find some pressure, maybe able to capitalize on this mistake.
But not in
Not
time
in time
because
as Cyanium is now in a much more favorable board state. Even though they
Oh,
do find the spike,
not
and as they
anymore.
do that, Cyanium immediately sent up off the top.
Unfortunately, Tar is gonna Caster's curse Cyanium, but Cyanium managed to get back down out of that until the Caster's curse tries to come again, but Cyanium this time was prepared for it.
Huge spikes from Yodai, cheesing up Cyanium quite a little bit. But Cyanium, as we've seen thus far, is showing great survivalistic skills.
Yeah. But the thing is with Cyanium in Grand Finals, he's kinda cursed in a way. Because no matter how many Grand Finals he's gone to, he always took second place.
But who knows, history might not repeat itself this time.
Yeah.
Cyanium's finding a very nice down stack. Gonna start to
knows?
cheese up Yodai now. Similar board heights, similar board states, but
Bro,
as I say that, the spike from Cyanium is gonna send Yodai very uncomfortably high.
That's my shame.
Not being able to find enough pressure to capitalize and kill though. Yodai now has their well open, now has an eyepiece as well, finding the multiplier 6-5.
Yeah.
Cyanium does have a few dependencies, looking for another eyepiece
no.
in the queue. Oh no, misdrops eyepiece again! Yodai trying to find some pressure, is trying to open
boy.
up their well, but can't in time. Oh my gosh, Cyanium finds T-spin triple to take the T-spin double to cancel, but it's not enough.
Double. This
Yodai
but
takes the first round, very hard fought.
the board state wasn't so good for Cyanium, and Yodai used that to take this point for the bracket reset. PC no.
PC no.
PC
Never
yo.
mind, Yodai does get one.
Yeah.
Sending a lot of cheese over to
Over
Cyanium.
PC yo, because Yodai
Yodai's
gets
finding some nice donos as well. But Cyanium's gonna start sending that 7-2 pressure now. Not gonna let any of it up. And Yodai in very unfortunate board state, gonna be forced to forego their T-spin double here.
Yeah, and yeah,
Cyanium now
that's
ties
about-
it up at 1.
So Cyan taking a first point here. 7-4 again, Cyanium said in chat apparently. So yeah, 1-1 tied up
PC no from Cyanium.
versus
Oh, misdropped SCPC,
misdrop.
bro.
the Mr. Variation.
Yodai has a lot of pressure they can be sending to Cyanium now. They're gonna start firing it off now. Cyanium
Yeah.
trying to do a little bit of down stacking in order to cancel any of this pressure. Cyanium doing a nice job at Prophecy keeping their well open, but oh no, the T-piece misdrop. They're gonna have to be forced to use both eyes.
And
No skins are
right
found.
afterwards, so yeah.
The pendulum
Yodai
of momentum
takes
swings
point
between
here.
both of these players right now.
Misdrops sure like to come when you don't need them. Alright.
PC from both players. Oh, never mind. Yodai chooses to tank in favor of a better spike later. Seems to be the better choice as Cyanium is being sent
nine.
through, but cheese as
And
well.
potential PC later on, so the potential PC because of the color clear that Cyan just got, so yeah. I know that.
Yodai's gonna find their way all the way to the bottom of the board.
More because Cyan just went for it.
Cyanium does have quite a lot of misdrops they're gonna have to deal with though.
Yeah.
Extremely self-cheesed up. Just find some T-spins in their down stack though in order to cancel.
Color clear from Cyanium.
Much more favorable board state than a few seconds ago.
Yeah. Second 60. Yes. And third in grand.
Techio classic at play.
And Lueva keeping.
Seeing a lot less of it in true finals. I probably cursed. I should not have said that.
Yeah. Okay, nice 9-0 from Cyanium. Working it up all the way. But yeah. Yodai sent a spike, Cyanium
A
cancelled
lot
most
of cheese on Cyanium's board. Yodai's just staying low on the board. Kinda being a cleaner board state in order to start spiking again. But Cyanium's doing the same. Doing a little bit of count to fours over their garbage actually. Kinda donated T-spin, does get one. Seeing some pass through gaming.
Yeah.
Ooh, very high on Cyanium's board right now. Finding a T-spin. Was looking for another way to T-spin there, but couldn't find one.
Oh no,
Ooh.
unfortunately, Cyanium's gonna top out here. Yoda is gonna take a third point. Alright. TKI versus
TKI on
TKI.
both sides. Both
Both
gonna
the
go
boys
to
for the
LSD.
team.
Going for different variations of converting into LST. Hyodai seems to be more successful as Sanium's forced to break here, breaking back-to-back as well. Ooh, never mind. Sanium does end up converting it back, but he's gonna be forced to go down in order to clear their garbage. Sanium finding STSD. Finds the first T-spin, Hyodai's trying to go down. Sanium finds the second T-spin, Hyodai's still trying to go down. Finds the I-piece in time to live. Finds a T-piece, finds a 12 spike from that type of board height is kind of insane. Sanium has a lot of misdrops to deal with. And Hyodai does convert that round very flawlessly, taking a 4th
They
point.
managed to clutch this round out, taking a 4th point.
Insane clutch by Hyodai there. That's the nature of this grand finals. It is first to 7, so no match point yet. Sanium is going to find a PC into the next round.
Yeah.
Hyodai is going to actually have some pretty efficient sends for fossil fuel stacking there.
Yoda is really angry right now after that. After getting sent to loser's bracket by Sanium, so yeah. Utilizing the fact that he's now U rank and taking some more pressure more consistently.
Sanium does end up opening their well, but they choose to T-spin over top of it. Very interesting decision. And Hyodai also has some T-spins as well, but they're gonna end up making some holes in their board in the process. Sanium having a count to 4 and then a T-spin. Gonna continue trying to preserve back-to-back. Finds a 12 spike. And Hyodai does have a skim, but it doesn't have any combo potential. Sanium takes the second round. Trying to halt the pressure of Hyodai in its tracks.
Hyodai, but yeah. That's quite an intense match. TKI versus TKI. The PC variation for the no PC, the PC but no PC variation this time around.
PC attempt variation.
Or continuation, but yeah.
Ooh, Sanium finding a 14, trying to keep some efficiency in their 5-4 stack at back-to-back 6, 7. Ooh, they are trying to greed to keep it, but they're gonna be forced to break it.
Yeah.
Now finding some more T-spins in their down stack. Hyodai desperately trying to get down, getting Teshio Classic. Oh no, it's gonna end up misdropping.
Oh no!
End up covering a way out.
Yes, I'm taking a third
Sanium
point.
taking a third round.
Yeah. This is so intense right now. And I'm not even the player. I'm here, but... Oh no! PC no, Mr. Variation!
Second hand tension here, and Hyodai's gonna go into some sprint 6-3 opener.
Yeah.
Finding a 10, 11, 12 spike.
No, I think,
Sanium uncomfortably high on their board right now. Cannot let up any more points. Really trying to halt the momentum from Hyodai here. Hyodai is still trying to keep a better board state.
Nice! Nice.
Huge spike from Sanium, sending Hyodai very high in the board, but as they were already pretty low, it's not enough to do anything too damaging. Send them quite a bit of clean that they're going to use effectively as well. Seeing some more Teshio Classic pass through gameplay. A lot of lines being sent over Sanium now. But a lot of it is clean as well, so... Ooh, choosing that T-spin with no T-piece and Q. Very interesting decision there. And it might even pay off. Hyodai really trying to find the tie piece. They do end up finding it. Finding the T-piece as well.
It's gonna not help Sanium in the slightest, so... Hyodai taking a 5th point. Yeah. Sanium went a bit too pretty for this one, indeed. Looking for a T-spin single Tetris. But, yeah. Unfortunately, both grid and pass-through didn't really help Sanium.
Gonna see some more pass-through. I definitely cursed when I tried to comment on how there was none. Oh no, Sanium runs out of skims. Hyodai takes tournament point.
Tournament point for Hyodai. Whoa. Is the caster's curse still going strong for Sanium? TKI versus PC no. The unsolved variation. Basically, I thought Sanium would have
a lot of efficient
but
from Sanium here.
The curse is just going too strong for him.
Doing a lot of nice cancels as well. Hyodai is ready to fire back though. nature of these players with the kind of amount of back and forth.
Yeah.
Finding out the force 12 spike, and then the pass through make on the 14. God, I has no more skims. Signing taking a 4th point.
Cyan takes a 4th point, but still tournament point for Yodai.
This is actually kind of scary because this is threatening a Cadigan special once again.
Yeah.
Ooh, we do see the misdrop on Yodai's side, which is going to give Cyanium time to fish for a second PC. Sadly, does not get one.
Yeah. We're going into mid game.
It's good games.
Oh no!
Cyanium is out of skims if Yodai takes TAWS.
The TAWS, the final,
TAWS
Yodai's
77 goes to Yodai.
A win for him. GG will play to both sides. Fortunately for Cyanium, the curse, the grand finals curse is gonna stay sad.
Raffle? Alright, it's raffle time.
But yeah.
And then we can go into thugs.
Between me and
between Yodai and CK.
Yeah.
Yodai is gonna end up taking their final TAWS that they could enter. Very poetic.
But make sure to add Yodai yet again, cause don't forget Yodai actually won.
Alright, it's wheel spinning time.
Wait a second, you need to add Yodai once more. Add Yodai again.
Ooh, almost rigged wheel spin real. But does
okay. Small body effect.
dive.
Pro CK on PCK MVP.
Ooh.
And the winner of gonna be Pink Lobster. Pink Lobster is gonna be taking the raffle today. Yes, first to 5. It's gonna be a U-rank match this time around. Stuff that never happened.
Let's go, TAWS U real.
Yes,
Yodai's gonna get a taste on what they can enter next.
Time to mute myself.
Alright, we're gonna see a pretty fast burst from CK on the DT cannon. We're gonna see a PCO from Yodai. PC no. Ooh, that's a lot of speed and pressure from CK, but Yodai's doing a nice job of surviving. Into a monstrous 9-0 stack. CK's gonna send a lot more pressure over, and Yodai is gonna round up skims here. Sadly, the eyepiece was one out of cycle. CK's gonna take the first point. This is Thug Finals God of 64. Gonna see SCPC from CK. SCPC from Haida as well. CK does get the all clear. We're gonna see some pass-through gaming, so it's gonna deny any kind of DPC follow-up. We're gonna see the 11 spike from Yodai into some very threatening 2-7 as CK is still struggling to open up their well. Does find the eyepiece in time. Gonna see some pass-through gaming Petro Classic. CK does find the double quad in time, which is gonna send Yodai very uncomfortably high in their board state, and Yodai takes another point actually. Very intense back and forth from these players. Gotta go into another round here. CK gonna try and burst out SCPC once more. Yodai's gonna go for an LSD. Oh, never mind. We're gonna see C-spin from CK. Trying to send the C pieces in tandem. They do indeed find both of them, finding a 12 spike in the process. Yodai does cancel all the cheese that they were about to receive. Very huge cancel right there. Ooh, CK. The soft drop factor was not in their favor there. They cannot get that tuck. And we're gonna see a lot of pass-through gaming here. Minuscule amounts, but many occurrences. CK is quite cheesed, and Yodai is in a much cleaner board state, but they don't really have too much pressure to send more to kill. Doing a lot of canceling of CK's downstacking potential. And now it seems that their roles are reversed. Yodai is looking more cheese now, and now CK is going to use this opportunity while Yodai is downstacking to the cheese to send some bigger, cleaner attacks. Yodai showing their survivalistic senses once again. CK is still in threatening fossil fuel stacking range, and they do take a second round. CK taking the lead once again. CK bursting out DT cannon once again. Yodai going for MKO. Both players bursting extremely fast. CK almost playing at 3 PPS. Ooh, we're gonna see some pass-through gaming. Hyodai's doing some nice down stacks. CK doing a bit of misdropping. Hyodai trying to find any kind of pressure. And CK is going to top out here, giving Hyodai a tie at 2. Very unfortunate SP misdrop on CK side. We are going to see the SDPC from CK now. SDPC from Hyodai as well, but CK is showing the superior speed advantage. CK going into a potential VP. He's going to end up canceling the first double, but he's going to find the triple. Trying to donate the next T-spin double as well. Oh no, very uncontrollable dash right there. And they do end up misdropping. Hyodai fighting an 18 spike, massive. Hyodai now takes the lead for the first time in this set. Thug finals are looking extremely tense today. CK is going to be bursting out. SCP spin this time. Hyodai finding an 11 spike, so CK is going to be forced to send the C-spin out of sync. Hyodai does find the quad in time. CK very high in their board, but does find double line piece. Hyodai really trying to open up this well in any way before CK can send any pressure. Hyodai does get it in time. CK trying to open up their well as well. Finding a 6 spike, we're going to see some pass through here as well. 13 spike from Hyodai. CK was ready with the cancel. CK trying to find some efficiency in their down stack, but that is very unfortunate placements there. Gonna give Hyodai a lot of time in order to send. 12 spike is gonna kill. Hyodai taking a 2-point lead now at 4. Match point actually. Very scary for CK. Will Hyodai end up taking Thug finals? End up taking TAWS 77 and Thug finals? Find out right now. CK bursting out an incredibly fast DT cannon. Hyodai trying to go into some 2-7 stacking, but is forced to break it in favor of survival. CK is getting a lot of blinds, but none of it is really clean, and they're doing a lot of canceling as well. But Hyodai has a lot of cheese. CK is finding some very efficient down stacks here. And Hyodai's gonna be slowing down, trying to give themselves some more time to think, but CK is really not trying to give them any time, but has an OP misdrop, which is gonna force them to give them time. Hyodai finds a really nice survival down stack there. It's gonna cancel a lot of the pressure that CK was trying to send there. We're not gonna see any kills yet. As I say that, 10 spike from CK sending Hyodai uncomfortably high in their board, but Hyodai was ready with the survival. Gonna see some pass-through gaming, but Hyodai does open up their well. A lot of misdrops on CK's side. Gonna give Hyodai a lot of time to send pressure, maybe even find a kill. CK is very edging the top of their board. Hyodai is trying to build up any kind of spiking here, but does end up misdropping their OPs, which is going to give CK some more time. Never mind, Hyodai does end up converting it into a T-spin double, and Hyodai takes Thug finals. Taking the tournament and Thug finals. Very impressive showing from Hyodai. GG's well played on both sides.
Alright, I think it's time to raid.
Alright, raid time! Shout out to everybody who played, everybody who helped in production as well.
Oh god.
CKW commentary duo. W showing in the finals, in Thug finals as well. Tony, best stream host.
I doubt that. Alright, who are we raiding?
Do we see any raid suggestions?
Let's check real quick.
I don't think is anybody English. Wait,
Firestorm is live, but they're on TC.
so is Dormy, but they're yeah. I mean, wait, Firestorm is live. They're doing what?
They're doing Tetris Effect, so we could raid that.
Yeah, sure. Let's raid Firestorm.
Alright! Thank you all for coming out to witness this monumental event here. That is TAWS 77. Very W event.
Yeah. And they're very ill for me because of my misdrops.
Don't worry about it. You did just fine.
Alright, we
I
should.
could have
be-
better anyway.
It's raid time.
Um,
Wait, what's our raid message? What's our raid message? Hold on.
Raid
one.
message is Sinium yum 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 yum.
Somebody paste that. Somebody paste that before we raid.
it's-
Oh no,
it's
it's
too
too
late.
late.
Characters! Who characters for TAWS?
Oh my god.
What's our raid message?
Who characters Characters for TAWS.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Alright. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.